do it. Hello everybody and welcome to Encounter Roleplay. My name is Will and today we are back with the Experts Play Dungeons & Dragons. Today here with me I have five of the greatest D&D players, including myself. As you can probably tell, I'm pretty excellent at math. That are back today for another game, another session. Let's go around. Who are we? Who are we playing? And we'll do a recap of last session as well. Yeah, that's a good idea, Laptop. That's a good idea. Lunchtime and D&D stream. Welcome in, Big Taff. All right, let's start with Anna today. How you doing, Anna? Oh dear.
Hey.
Oh no.
I had something in my mouth.
Thought you were about to be sick, then. You said my
Here's
name.
some Ritz crackers.
Oh, thank you.
I had cereal for breakfast, but also Ritz crackers for breakfast. It's like 10 in the morning.
Wow, fantastic.
But anyway, I'm doing great.
Good.
I'm excited to be here. I'm playing Liz. She's a half-orc barbarian, and I don't know. She's all over the place.
Yeah,
We'll see.
she's had a tough time recently. We've got
Very tough time.
Jillian back today. How's it going, Jillian?
I'm doing good. How are you, Will?
I'm great. You're actually no longer the new Mike because Anna played a character called Mike the other day on a charity stream. So you're now the old Mike, and old Mike is So so Jillian, I'm pretty proud of your progress. Tell us about Liana.
Well, she is a high elven sorceress and an owner of a beautiful new puppy. She had to have Coraline get for her because she was so sad.
Yes. Poor Liana. But lucky as well. I mean, she's got a new dog, a new puppy to miss, yeah. We've got Sophie back today. How's it going, Sophie?
Hello, I'm good.
Fantastic.
Everyone.
Yeah.
I'm good, yeah.
Pretty good, thank you.
Yep, so I'm playing Reyna, and she's an elven ranger, and yeah, excited to see what Belinda's up to.
Oh yes,
Excited,
Belinda.
excited.
Oh yes.
Scared is more the appropriate.
Yeah, I'm terrified. I'm scared of myself.
I have no idea who Belinda is.
Oh, she will learn.
You'll find out.
She will learn.
You'll find out.
Yeah, I technically don't, and I do at the same time. So.
Yeah. We've got Barry back today. How's it going, Barry?
Oh, I had forgotten about Belinda.
It's a part of your memory that's blacked out. It's just too
I
painful.
just need her to see
Hey,
someone.
I'm cool with her, so.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, puppies. I was like, that's right, we fought a guy named Dog. And then she was like, I got a puppy. I'm like, oh yeah. And then you guys were like Belinda, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
oh
That
yeah,
happened.
That's right.
Trigger.
Yeah, my name's Barry. I'm playing a wizard. His name's Reginald. We're very similar. Good luck telling us apart.
Yeah, I do. Often I'll say Barry. I mean Reginald. But we have Haley back today. How's it going, Haley?
It's going great. Hello.
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 Hello, everybody.
Welcome to the party. I play Coraline, who is a half-elf bard. Yes.
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 Yes. Fantastic. So, we've got Caroline, we've got Reginald, we've got Reyna, we've got Leanna, and we've got Liz back today on the penultimate episode of this season of play. So, let's remind ourselves of what happened last week. How many puppies did they get? I think they only came away with actually one. What's up, Jen? But yeah, what happened last time? You guys said farewell to Wilma Delish and entered into this new town and this new tavern. And there was a guy running the tavern who was very friendly to you. Do you remember what that guy's name was?
Dog.
Dog, yes. Dog, who was suspiciously over-friendly to the party. And he liked to type very loudly. And...
I thought I muted myself. I'm sorry. I apparently unmuted myself.
Oh no.
I'm just fucking with you. Dog, he ran his tavern. He had his puppies that he gave to you guys, and you met a woman. Reginald met this woman at the bar. Reginald, tell us about this Catherine.
Yeah, her name was Catherine.
Mm-hmm. Nailed
I
it.
wrote down Duloc.
Yep. She was a black-haired girl, wizard as
That's
well.
really all I remember. Yeah, she was a spellcaster, so I thought she was awesome.
Yeah.
And then she told us about the building across the street, and that there were some really weird things going on in that area, and that she was also suspicious of the barkeep dog because he was very weird.
Exactly.
Well, I kept petting my puppy that I fell in love with.
Yes, indeed. But yeah, Catherine had been. That's weird. Faded in Saintrum 1247 for following, so a gentleman and a scholar. But yes, she'd been investigating the town. She thought it was very suspicious that everyone was so happy and friendly when they're so close to the realm of the Ice Queen and King. And so you went to investigate this old, big building, the opposite side of town. It hadn't been used in a very long time, very kind of like decrepit and ran down. You managed to find your ways inside. There was some weird, creepy painting things going on. You found a creepy cot of a baby, other creepy, weird, spooky things such as big, gelatinous, membraney flesh. That continued for some time. You went up to the upper area, the attic, where you found this gigantic blob of this membraney flesh and dog who was worshipping it, protecting it. You weren't really sure. You guys fought, destroyed the floor of the attic with a shatter spell. The blob thing fell down as you guys ran out of the burning and falling down building, and you managed to escape after having killed Sir Dog. Unfortunately, for Dog, he didn't make it, but fortunately for Liana, she managed to grab a magical collar of his on the way out. And as you came out of the town, there was a whole angry mob driving you away, but Coraline managed to convince the group to give Liana the puppy, and to give you guys some gold and food. My face isn't itchy, actually, Lady Sprinkle Toast. Thank you. Yeah. It's scratchy, but not itchy. So that's where we left off. You guys are headed to go find the Fey Queen, the Winter Queen, and to kill her, to destroy her staff, because she's bringing an eternal winter across the land, and you've had enough of it, really. Liana's, unbeknownst to her brother, who is a werewolf, totally got like a Luke Lair thing going on there. He is cursed by her, and until she is killed, the staff is destroyed, he will forever be under her sway. So, that's pretty much the recap of where we are. They're continuing to travel to find her. But before we dive into the game today, I remind you guys of the ways you can interact with the show as per usual. First, which being, if you haven't followed, hit that follow button and join us. Already 11 followers. We're only 9 away from you guys getting a viewer decision. Viewer decisions where you guys throw in some crazy shit our way. We get together into a straw poll, all of your ideas, you vote on them, and the most popular decision will actually affect our game, and we'll have to roll with it. The same goes for the tweets. 20 retweets and another viewer decision will happen, and 2 new subscribers or patrons, and the same thing will happen as well. We can, of course, donate to affect the game or cheer to affect the game, giving players nat 1s, nat 20s, and wild magic surges. Other than that, there was one last detail worth mentioning that you saw in the window as you were leaving the town. You saw Belinda. Anna, do you want to remind us who Belinda is, or was?
Belinda is a young girl that we had found many sessions ago.
Yeah.
She was lost in the woods in a lot of taint.
In a lot of taint, that girl.
Yes, and she had lost her father. And while everybody else was like, oh no, like this little girl is super sketchy and like blah blah blah, let's not help her. Like the good person that sometimes is Liz. She's like, no, we have to help her. And ended up finding her dad. She was just very creepy and kind of sketchy.
Yeah.
And
you saved her, basically.
I saved her.
Yeah, you basically saved her, but she's this kind of creepy little girl, had a lot of taint, was looking for a daddy who was also apparently her husband. It was very strange society in which...
That sounds very strange.
I kept mentioning that. I was like, I'm muted still, aren't I?
Yeah, they weren't married yet, though. That was her fiance.
Yeah.
Did she say that too?
Yeah.
She confirmed.
I'm a widow.
Yeah, Belinda's pretty creepy, and you've just seen her at the end of the last session. So, that's what we're going to be picking up on. I can confirm Belinda was in a lot of taint last time, and hopefully she's away from that life now. You don't do that anymore, Belinda. So, So yeah, that's what we've been picking up with Liz, Leanna, Raina, Reginald, and Coraline. Let's just remind ourselves quickly what you guys look like as well. It's been a week. So remind us what Liz looks like. And of course the character sheets are here for you guys in chat.
Liz is a half-orc barbarian. Her skin is kind of green. She has long blue hair. She has kind of scars everywhere, like just one side of her face.
Mhm.
And she has a magical hand now, kind of, because she lost it in battle when we almost died.
Yeah.
Trigger. And,
God damn it.
yeah, she just has like regular cool armor.
Fantastic.
Leather armor.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And Jillian,
Yes.
what does Leanna look like?
Well, she's pretty like pompous. So like has that style where like she straight as noble. She has like long blonde hair. You can see her like her elf ears poking out, and she actually has different colored eyes. Her right eye is blue, and her left eye is green.
Nice.
And she
Raina.
also has-
Sorry,
okay.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, she also has like a glove covering her right hand where she lost in that battle of the fortress.
Yes, yeah. Rip.
Yeah, very sad.
Raina, yourself.
So yeah, Raina is an elven ranger, and she's got long platinum blonde hair, which I imagine she wears in a braid usually. She's never without her bow, because we need to shoot stuff through the eye
Mm-hmm.
every time. And she's got leather armor, and she likes being outside,
Yeah.
like me.
She likes the sunshine.
Sometimes.
Nice.
It's actually still sunny here.
Yeah, it is too. It's crazy. Reginald, yourself.
Reginald's a human wizard. He's missing a hand because of a battle in a fortress, but it was replaced magically.
Good times.
Yeah, we all went through a thing, folks. You should go back and watch it. It was harrowing. Yeah, he's got a pet bird named Walter that no one ever thinks about because he always forgets to use him for stuff. And you know, he's just extremely afraid of Belinda.
As should we all be. As should we all
Yeah.
be. Caroline.
Coraline is a half-elf bard, and she is rather slender and on the taller side. She has long red hair, and like Liana, she has her right eye is blue, her left eye is green.
Ooh.
So,
Weird.
oh.
Oh.
Coincidence.
I totally when I was creating Coraline, I totally forgot that you did that.
Twin sisters confirmed. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not just Leanna and Liam who are twins. Maybe there's more.
Ooh.
Who knows?
Oh man.
All right, so we have hit 21 retweets, everybody. Thank you so much for that. So we're going to bring in our first viewer decision of the day almost immediately. Underneath this line here in the chat, you guys are going to throw me out an idea as to something which could happen next. It could be a good thing. More likely, it's something terrible and evil that you guys have decided upon. So throw out your ideas, you let us know, and the most popular decision will, of course, happen. Yeah, you guys are in this odd little town. You're leaving because you're being kind of ran out by the inhabitants of the town, but you have managed to escape with the puppy. Leanna, have you decided what you want to call your puppy?
I want to know, is my puppy a boy or a girl?
It is a boy.
Okay. Okay, let me.
It's like Pokemon all over again.
Name him Fluffy McFlufface.
Oh, I got it. I shall name him Dudley.
Okay. Dudley. All right, sweet.
I like that.
Oh, Satan, that is an evil viewer decision, but I love it. All right, so you guys are leaving, but you see Belinda in the window. Belinda is a little girl. She has this dark black hair and these big dark eyes, and she speaks in a bit of a weird voice. But as you guys are leaving, you see her in a window, and then she runs out the window and rushes downstairs and out of her house to come and see you. And you guys are kind of left the town, so the angry mob are away from you. But Belinda kind of rushes out, and she runs and grabs Liz and grabs her like leg in a big hug.
I hug her back. And I'm like, hey, Belinda, what are you doing here?
She says,
Hello, it is good to see you again. I thought you would never leave.
What? Okay. And I pat her like on the head.
Did she say leave or live?
live.
Okay.
But
I
yeah.
thought she said leave, and I was like,
We left like instantly after we met her.
Yeah, I mean, what did you expect? I mean, we're pretty badass. We can take care of ourselves.
She says,
Oh, well, I just mean that it was 1,000-year journey to my village, and I thought you would be dead by the time I see you again.
Inside, I'm just like, oh no. I forgot that she doesn't know time.
no, she doesn't really understand the concept of time very well.
They're like puppies, you know?
Yeah. She says,
But I am so glad to see you. What are you doing here?
Well, we're just kind of on a journey, on a magical journey to fight some bad people.
Ooh, bad people.
she looks excited, and then she like takes on a somber tone and says,
Well, it has been a hard life for me since you left because my daddy, he's dead.
What?
Yes.
No.
I'm sorry to hear about that. Like, who's taking care of you now? Your mom?
Oh, no. It's just me now. Just little Belinda all on her own.
Huh.
Do you not have any actual parents? Not your fiance, but the people who birthed you?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. That's sad.
Yes, my daddy was the one who birthed me.
I don't think she knows how this works.
I went back to my notes about the first time we met her, and all I wrote down was small dumb Belinda. That's all it says.
Yes. Oh my god.
Oh, Belinda.
Well, are you taking care of yourself well? Like, are you eating?
Oh, Jess. Jess, I am eating lots of things.
What do you eat?
Puppies.
Lots of little fluffers.
Little what?
Little fluffers.
Floofers.
Well,
Yes,
that's talking about dogs, are you?
fluffers. They come in and they are big, and I eat them.
Do you eat werewolves? Is that something that you would eat?
Oh, Jess.
It's their local word for adventurers.
she says,
But you wouldn't have anything to do with the Winter Queen, would you? Is that why you are here?
Maybe. I don't know. We're just.
For she is the one that killed my daddy.
Oh.
Oh!
Then, yes.
What a
Yeah,
twist.
we're gonna end her.
what a
expected
plot
it.
twist.
I
No
literally
one
say,
saw it
I literally
coming.
say that to Belinda too. I'm like, wow, what a
We're gonna
twist.
take her down and steal her staff.
Oh, Jess.
So it'll be nice and warm again.
Oh, Jess. I would very much like to help you kill the Winter Queen.
I'm so
Oh.
Do you have any skills?
Do you have any skills?
We don't want you to get hurt.
I am very small.
It's like an audition, all of a sudden a table appears and we're sitting on it. What can you do?
Do you have a resume?
Impress us.
I'm out. She Rachel,
You
yeah.
have to go with no.
She says,
I am very small. I can get into small places and spaces.
That could work.
Yeah, but you're gonna get smacked down with like one sword hit and die, and then I'm gonna feel responsible for that.
Gary's just in the back.
Do you have any weapons? I feel like
Weapons.
this may actually be too dangerous for you.
Danger is my third middle name.
What about a place for us to rest, Belinda? Could we stay inside your
Oh.
beautiful home?
Yes, you could stay inside my house.
He cut you off as you're saying you, and I'm sorry.
You can definitely stay in Belinda's home, where my daddy died.
Oh.
Rip.
Come
gold.
inside. Come
5 gold, the
inside.
body's still in there.
Yeah, I don't want to be confronted by rotting flesh. Please.
Well, I just came into a lump sum of money if you want to go to an inn instead.
We just got kicked out of town.
Yeah, we just got
Well,
kicked out of town.
Well,
Do we even want to stay in town? Should we just take the girl and go?
we could.
I'm up for that.
We need to rest, though.
Yeah.
We just fought like a giant, weird
I
slug
thought we did.
monster.
Yeah,
Belinda,
that would be
Jeffrey,
great.
Laserbeam,
Yeah,
Dangerous.
because my health's all the way back up.
Yeah,
And you
that's
ate.
me. I used my charge on you. I used my healing wand on you.
Well, I know of a place we can stay, if not my house. It's not far from here. But it is safe, very safe. Very, very safe.
Okay, what is this place?
Do tell.
It is old family home of mine, family friend. Used to stay there. It is very, very nice. Big mansion.
Oh boy.
Would you say there's ice on this house?
Oh,
Is all she says.
Oh, okay.
She's gonna take us to the palace of the Winter Queen, isn't
Right?
she?
That's what I'm expecting.
Yeah.
For that.
I don't like how she keeps saying very safe.
Barry,
She takes us to a
Barry,
berry patch.
Barry,
Strawberries.
Barry Von
Brings us
Awesome.
back to the spiders.
She's taking you guys to my house. You guys, the whole party's gonna come through my door in a minute.
Hey guys, popcorn?
I think we should go to this house and to see if it's safe. Like we would never. We'll know until we check.
I'd rather not die a painful death.
It is very cold. You will die close to Winter Queen. We must stay in warm house. Yes, very, very nice.
Well, she
Okay, well if
did.
it's warm,
Warm house.
Oh,
Yes.
yes,
Sorry, I'm an awful human being.
yes, yes, yes.
Let's
Okay.
Let's go to the house. If it's one, then that means it's not the Winter Queen's home.
Solid logic. Let's follow the weird little girl.
yeah, let's go. Yep. Yep.
You just because she's the Winter Queen doesn't mean she doesn't like to live in warmth.
Just because
We
Belinda's
could
the
just
Winter
start
Queen.
going. Yeah.
All right, let's just go. Let's follow this creepy little girl.
Alright, Belinda, lead the way.
Yes,
We need to
yes,
trigger the
yes.
final battle at some point.
Yes, yes, yes.
And she begins to like trot along her way. And
I pet my puppy, Dudley.
he's cute.
Euphemism.
Oh my.
I
He
pet my,
deserves to be
I,
loved.
I think I pet my puppy.
Euphemism.
It doesn't have to be a euphemism when there actually is a puppy. But speaking of Dudley, as you stroke him, and pet him, he says, "Oh, hey,
This is the one that won.
this is half your decision."
Oh, no.
This is not what I expected at all.
He's like this tiny little fluffy Andrex puppy. Oh, hey, how's it going?
Is he a dwarf?
Oh, boy.
Yeah, my puppy.
Hey, anybody there?
Dudley? Is that you?
Oh God.
Thank you to
Your
Lab
first
Chimp.
assumption is the fact that it's the dog. Not is anybody there? It's the dog.
Lab Chimp donates £5. Random wild magic surge. 1 is Liz, 2 is Leanna, 3 is Raina, 4 is Reginald, 5 is Coraline, 6 is Dudley. It's Liz.
Things in Dudley.
Roll for dog explodes.
It's a D10,000. I'll get this table here. Thank you, Lab Chimp.
Oh my gosh.
I'm feeling worried. Pretty worried for Dudley's survival already.
All animals grow in size.
The
by
nearest
10,000.
dog, yeah. The nearest
got
speaking enemy.
2352.
Okay, 2352. So, Liz, you, okay, yeah, alright. So, Liz, you're walking along, and Belinda's kind of leading the way along this trail, and you fall into a pit. You suddenly feel like kind of step where you are, just kind of falls through, and you fall down into a pit of barbed wire.
Oh no!
Very discreet rule for falling. Welcome to the adventure, my friend. A gentleman and a scholar. Thank God this didn't happen to Dudley, by the way. And so Liz falls just down, like 10-foot pit, and she's just like trapped in barbed wire down the bottom. She's gonna take some damage just from the fall. So you take 6 damage as you fall down here, and it's pretty painful.
Ow.
And
Ow.
yeah, and Leanna, you see Dudley, and Dudley's talking. Definitely, his mouth is moving. He says, "Hey, she looks like she's falling down there. You want to get her up again?"
All right.
All right. What in tarnation?
Oh my goodness. I don't appreciate your stereotypes.
Well, I do.
Well, of course I'm gonna help her, Dudley. She's my friend. And I just go over to the pit and I just.
We have some rope. I remember this. We all have rope.
Yeah, Liz, what are you doing as you fall down here? I imagine lots of screaming.
She just falls down the
yeah.
spot and goes, ow.
that was
we're
real.
just like, oh my god. And then just like, as I fall, I'm just like, I'm kind of pretty okay with pain. There's no pain, am I right, guys?
Yeah.
And
You're kind of like, if you move, you feel like you're going to like cut yourself more. That's how barbed wire kind of works. So like, you feel like if you stay still, it's like very painful. These like barbs are going into your skin, but moving around quickly is going to be worse. Make it worse for you.
guys.
We will
Yes?
get you a rope. Barry, assume the rope position.
Assume.
Just get the rope. Just hold it there.
Oh, I was still thinking about my time on the ship. So, you mean the other one. Okay, I like that as soon as Liz is out of the picture, we need to rescue her, I'm the big strong one. I'm like,
You have the
Carry a
rope.
huge ass person.
yeah, and I'm like, oh, just because I'm a guy, I have to save somebody. Okay.
I mean,
Yeah,
do
we'll
you see
help.
the
We'll-
rest of us?
We'll make a line and we'll be like, tug of war and we'll just pull her up sort of thing. Yeah?
Okay,
Yeah,
so
we'll work
I
That
throw,
sounds so painful. Like,
Yeah.
she's barbed wire in her, we're just pulling her out.
I'm gonna throw one
How
end
else are we
down
gonna
into
do
the
this?
hole to Liz, and be like, try and tie yourself off. We're gonna try and yank you out of there.
Ouch, but okay.
Ow.
Are we gonna use Mage Hand to tie it up? Are we gonna use Mage Hand to tie it up?
So Liz, you take another 6 damage as you try and like tie this thing around you, and like the rope, you catch the rope and it just like tears through your arm.
Oh no!
You've got it, like you got the rope now at least.
Alright, guys. We're all gonna have to pull. You guys ready?
Be gentle. It's any sudden movements might be
Just-
worse. No.
Just yank it.
Alright,
Trust me, when you get stuck in barbed wire, that's not what you want to do.
we must pull.
Okay, ready, go.
All right,
Oh!
you guys.
I'm assuming we have to roll for this.
Yeah.
I was assuming as well.
Simply yarring isn't quite enough, unfortunately.
Alright.
But you can all roll me an athletics check.
Me too, or
This is not gonna be good.
I'm good, thanks. Yeah, I'm doing good, thank you.
7.
Ooh.
do I roll?
Yes, that goes.
All right.
Wow.
Roll 20.
Yeah.
Go team.
I have a
You-
-1 to my athletic
A minute.
rolls.
You try to pull Liz up.
Right now, she didn't do moves yet.
Oh yeah, Raina, you can.
I had roll 20 up, but I did not sign in because I'm a good person, guys. There we go. I'm
Wow.
there, and
I'm dead.
That didn't work out.
that's
at
my
all.
punishment for not signing into roll 20.
Yeah, that's roll 20, bringing down a hammer. Thank you to Nathan
Gotcha.
Spickerman for following a gentleman and a scholar. It's a 5 and 8, a natural 1, and a 7 from the group. Yeah, TPK. So, on the natural 1, Leanna, as you're pulling on it, you too fall into the trap.
Oh no.
And,
Does she fall on me?
yeah, she falls on you. Liz, you take an additional 9 damage from it. And Leanna, you
Alright.
take the 9 damage as well. As
I'm unconscious.
oh my goodness! So Leanna just like pulls on it.
That one hit.
Wow. Did you not heal?
No.
Weren't we
I'm
all
a terrible bard. How dare I not heal us as we left?
Yeah, you didn't take a long rest or
God
anything, so
Damn it,
I
Haley.
didn't take a long rest.
I'm going to
healed?
rest.
I healed you. I
You-
healed you, Coraline. You're fine.
I meant to heal everybody else. That's on me.
so Leanna falls down and falls unconscious on top of Liz.
We're rescuing you.
Did I roll a death save?
You don't need to right now. We'll let the others take an action before you need to do that.
Okay.
I retract my tweet. We're not experts.
Yeah.
You guys kidding me? This is pro.
We're pro F.
We need to get to the
wanna
pro
watch
leagues,
pros
guys.
die. That's how pros die.
I yell, Liz, this is terrible. You're the one that's good at pulling people out of things, but we're gonna try again. And
Does anybody have a shovel? We'll dig to them. Make the
Oh my god.
Yeah,
let's see if
Belinda's
you
like,
can grab
this
a
is...
hold of Liana on the way out.
This is not very, very, very good.
Belinda,
Belinda down there too, just to.
You go help. Pull him out.
Yeah, go down there.
You guys, on the plus side, we probably can't roll any worse than we did on the first try. So
You say
let's go
that.
again. Right, let's go
It
again.
is-
There's a lot of people
Yeah,
on.
it is going to be difficult with Leanna on top, but gonna have to roll better than you did. Oh,
Barry.
Reginald.
Damn it, Barry.
I'm not strong enough for all of you.
Okay, that's better.
There's two of us
better.
doing okay.
It's better. So,
fun fact: as a wizard, I'm just pretending to pull out on the rope.
yeah. Oh, this is hard work, guys. So yeah, Coraline and Raina managed to pull out Liana from the pit. Liz is still in there, but Liana is out, still unconscious, of course. So Liana, you can roll me a death saving throw at this point.
Okay. No.
Oh dear, that's a fail.
oh god.
Now she's gonna die.
So,
Sorry, guys.
God damn it, Liana.
so you can try and stabilize her or heal her. Hint, hint. If you.
I'm gonna let him die. No, I'm kidding.
That's a strong pass from me.
Haley, what can you do?
I'll do the cure wounds thing, which is a touch for healing.
Okay.
Yay! Thank you.
So good.
God, we have a healer this time.
5. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Be better.
Yeah, prods her. So-
Sorry, Reginald has 12 kids.
Leanna, you come back around again.
It's a true story.
Yeah. Leanna, you're back. Liz is still down there. You can throw the rope down to her again, and it's going to require one big heave from the group of you to get Liz out of this trap.
Okay.
Let's do this team.
Let's do this.
Don't fail me, please.
Yeah.
Oh!
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, I did semi better. A 9.
That is-
Woo!
That is much better
14.
overall.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you grab her out, pull her back out again, and Liz, you're back to standing on the ground. You see, this pit's been kind of like made. It looks like on the main road. So this whole road looks like it's quite a dangerous area to traverse. And Belinda says,
It looks like the fake queen does not like you or visitors, maybe.
I don't think so either, Belinda. Good observation.
Thank you.
I go find Dudley and I just say, I'm so sorry, Dudley.
Dudley says, "Hey, he's right, man. I can look after myself."
I just take him up and I just keep petting him because I'm just so sad for what happened. I fell in the pit.
So, you know,
Will, can I ask a question?
yeah, you may.
Can the rest of us hear Dudley talking, or is it
Yes.
just her?
Yes,
Oh,
you,
okay.
you can all hear Dudley speaking. It's quite disconcerting.
I thought it would be better if she was just talking to the dog and like having
Oh,
a
that'd be
conversation.
hilarious.
It's all
I
in
should
her
have
head.
added that to the VD.
It's all in her head. Yeah, he says, so, you know, what are we doing here? What's the plan? You know, I'm just a puppy. I'm just...
Puppy with a very gravelly voice.
Are we going for, like, walkies or something? Are we...
Walking.
You're a bit young for that, aren't you? Like, are we even
Well,
allowed to put you on the ground?
I do need my jabs.
Oh my god.
Can I heal Liz?
Yes, you may, yeah.
Okay.
Luckily enough for me, I have been neutered. So if you find any other puppers around here, you know what I'm saying?
Same feel, Dudley. Same feel.
How old is this puppy? Let me.
Like a couple of days old.
Oh! Righto.
Couple of weeks,
Alright.
maybe. Couple of weeks.
Maybe it's dog's baby.
You dog.
Ah.
It's Rosie's puppy, oh my god. Yeah, so Liz gets healed, and he says, well, I guess if we're going somewhere nice and warm, that could be nice.
Yeah, we are. And then I'll finally investigate that collar and you'll have something to wear as an accessory.
Oh yeah, I like that.
I go up to
It's a
the
good boy. Oh, yes.
I go up to Dudley and I'm just like, are all dogs here magical? And talk
Nah,
to kids?
just some of us, you know. It's kind of a you know a birth defect, I guess.
Are you
My
talking
mama
to
says I'm
Dudley?
special.
My mama always said I was a special boy.
Huh. And then I pet him, like scratch behind his ear.
Yeah, he's like, oh, that's nice, that is. I like it when you do that.
What kind of an American accent is this?
Do that some more.
It's a
Super
very like
accurate one.
stereotypical Southern accent is what I'm
Yeah.
getting from it.
This is voiced by Sydney's father.
Oh, okay. Is he watching this? Is he gonna get
I don't know.
I mean, probably.
I hope so.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
You puppies,
yeah.
ex-pup.
it's very much like X-Men.
Dear Lord.
They
I
call
don't
me
have words with
Pup
it.
Nito.
Oh, Nito.
All right then. So
Let's go to the warm house.
yeah. Thank you to James as well, was to give us monthly wild magic to Dudley. Oh my god, James. You savage.
That way
savage.
the puppy's gonna die.
Dudley magically turns into a human and tells us all, you're correct, Bat Reginald. I was a spy.
What?
Isn't
What? No, you just rolled 10,000. You didn't put the 1D part at the beginning.
Yeah, why is Leanna rolling? I guess you can roll if you want, Leanna. I got one. I got 947 here. We'll take that roll.
Sorry. I'm
So good.
sorry.
You
So
can't
good.
roll 10,000 exactly. That
We'll
would
just
be
take
fun.
Will's number.
That actually once
Yeah.
happened before. It's a good time. Next
That one's a
weapon.
good time.
Next weapon nearby to draw blood is discovered to be a cheap copy.
Okay, Liz. Liz. No. You have the best weapon. No.
It better
Well,
not
the
be my
puppy's
wand
with
of
Liana.
fireball.
Well, technically, Liana's carrying him, so she's
Yeah.
extra close because she's carrying him.
Yeah, serious.
You
I
know?
would say whatever Liana has. Sorry.
Why couldn't that have happened before you fell
Do you
on the
have-
barbed wire?
A dagger. Like,
I
just
have
a small
two, but I rarely use
Well,
them.
technically, we don't know this. So
Yeah, you guys
technically,
have got no idea.
Out of game knowledge,
Yeah, but just like out again.
we have to attack.
Yep, you guys have got
I'm
no clue.
mostly with my spells anyway, so I'm good.
Okay,
I have
so
a really expensive wand of fireball, though, that better not turn out to be fake.
Oh my god.
it's worked so far.
Except for that time when I turned into a plant when I used it.
That might have something to do with it. Perhaps.
It's alright, it does only has one charge right now anyways.
Yeah. So, you continue along the path. Who's leading the way? Belinda doesn't want to go up front now that there are scary traps.
I'll go with my bloody mess of a body.
Okay.
Trying to heal you some more. See what some more touches and I just poke her in the back. Moonwalk. Heal,
Alright.
heal.
Liz, roll me a survival check. Wee.
Oh.
9.
Yes. 9. Yeah.
Yay!
So, oh, Mama Roy said he knew his weapons, yeah. Classic Dudley. So, on a 9, Liz, across the journey, many of you guys end up falling into various traps of different kinds and makes along the path, which becomes pretty painful after pretty quickly for each of you. So I'm just going to roll a d10, and each of you are going to take this amount of damage on your journeys to the house. So each of you takes 6 damage, as at one point or another you each fall into different traps, or twist your ankles on things, or, you know, a dart flies out from somewhere to hit you.
Unconscious again.
Oh, I was
thought
actually...
we were all taking 6
Yeah,
damage.
you are all taking 6 damage. You don't need to roll a d10. You each take 6. Yeah.
I'm so unconscious.
Oh,
Diana! Okay, can I poke her again?
Yeah.
Okay.
I swear to God. So we all just took 6 damage.
Yep. Just all of the traps.
Can I just keep poking her until she has full health?
I'll be fine.
Nice.
Would you? I hand her one of my health potions. You're like, here, stop being so clumsy.
Okay, I'm gonna drink a health potion. So it's like 2d4 plus 4. Was it?
2d4 plus 4, yes.
2d4 plus 4.
This...
Wow!
Nice! Fuck yeah!
Oh, well.
Get him, girl. Wings, it's been going on for, 17 sessions? No, 15 sessions? Something like that?
No, this is session 15.
Yeah.
It's been going on since, like, what? December?
Yeah, a while. This is the second season. The character sheets are here online for you guys. Yeah, so 12. So, Leanna, you get healed back up. And after some time traveling with Belinda, the group of you see this large mansion, which she has described to you as being this nice, warm house. And, to its credit, as you're trudging through all of the snow, it does not appear to be an ice castle of any kind. It would appear to be a very substantially sized kind of mansion, an estate with several other buildings around it, and Vader Dio for falling as well, a gentleman and a scholar. My name's Jeff. Welcome, Jeff. It's nice to meet you, my friend. So, Jeff. Yeah, you see this large estate opening up before you, several buildings to it, but it doesn't appear as anyone is in residence currently. There aren't any lights on. It looks like whoever is here has probably evacuated a long time ago, which would fit with the idea that many people have actually fled the north, the closer to the Winter Queen. So it's possible that this once was an estate, but it is very interesting that it hasn't yet turned into an ice castle, as most of the other places around this entire area have done. As you see this, you know, you're looking upon it, and you maybe 10-minute walk away, and Belinda says, "Oh, good, we are almost here." Reginald, your bird turns to you. Remind us what your bird Walter actually is.
He's my familiar, and he's a raven, yeah.
Raven, cool. Thanks to Nivea's Knight for following, a gentleman and a scholar. Yeah, he kind of turns to you, and he says, "Sir, there is a message for you."
Go on.
You've got mail.
I bop him on the nose for polite.
Yeah. The fucking blue hologram appears and Leia appears. It's what? Yeah. No. Basically, what happens is he starts speaking, and he says, "This is a message that I have just received from one Alandrafel." And he says, he wishes to let you know that they are under constant attack and fearing for their lives.
Oh, no.
Many have been lost.
Oh, no.
And they are going to shortly flee. If nothing can be done about this Winter Queen, then they fear all will be lost. Also, Coriander says that she has some pies waiting for you when you return. If you return.
I wasn't aware.
Wait,
Coriander, the little hedgehog woman.
hedgehog.
I wasn't aware I had pies.
All right. First thing in the morning, we have to go kill the queen. We have no choice at this point. We have to help.
I mean, obviously.
Yep. So,
I relay that information to all of them, considering none of them can actually hear my familiar speaking. But yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. But we have to do something. We have to help.
We need to rest first.
Yes, of course. And then first thing morning, we're going straight there to kill her.
Yes, we will stay the night in the house.
Yeah.
And she starts trotting along to the house. She immediately falls into a pitch trap along the way.
Oh no!
She bounces back up again with a ton of barbed wire all over.
Oh, yes.
And she comes up to the big gates of the estate. The mansion itself is gated off completely, and the gates are closed and locked. Belinda says,
I do not have a key, so I do not know. Well, maybe we could jump over. Oh,
Oh,
Is your lockpick it?
you could try.
I'm not Tira, so I can't.
I'm gonna try the key that I got from the pirate captain lady.
Oh, good idea. As it kind of turns in the lock, it opens up, and the estate is
Oh my
open for you.
Oh wow!
I trust this home a little bit more now.
That's right.
oh, hello, kid.
My
could-
plan was to use Ray of Frost on the lock and then smash with my quarterstaff.
Could have worked.
What we did works.
You can still do
Or
it
you
if
can
you
just open it. You guys, you're such savages. Let's go.
want. You guys, God. So Belinda kind of trots into her way to the estate itself, and there are these big gardens, big kind of botanical gardens around you, which are living in a substantial warmth, almost like a greenhouse effect, I suppose. So, which is strange, being so close to and surrounded by ice as well. Something is keeping this whole thing warm. Reginald, you can roll me an Arcana check as you notice this. Nice,
Boom.
15. You notice that there is a bubble of magic around it, similar to the one that Jalandafo has created times before. However, you know that this needs to be actively maintained. You can't just put it up and expect it to stay forever. So there is some magic which is keeping this estate warm, and someone's doing it.
I relay that information to the group as well, and I give a weird side eye to Belinda.
She gives you her weird eyes too.
So are you just suspecting something here is keeping this magic up?
Or someone.
Should we just knock?
I knock on the door.
There's no response. There's a big door. There are several other
There was
buildings.
no time to like decide. She just does.
There's a stable building off to the side, and what looks like maybe guest quarters, or if it's really backwards, it could be slave quarters or something like that. It's like an outhouse, but a big kind of barracksy kind of thing, I guess. And then there's the main one that Leanna's knocked on. There's also a doorbell as well, which you kind of pull the bell and it goes ding.
I pull the doorbell.
All right, it goes ding. There is no answer to the door.
I check to see if it's locked.
It doesn't appear to be.
Door's not locked. Should I open it?
Go cautiously.
Alright, I cautiously open the door.
I have a fear of opening doors now, so I can never open a door.
It's my trigger. So you open up the big doors and enter into the mansion itself. It is actually similar in design to the former mansion that you were in last week, in that it's got this big kind of open hallway, right? Which is pretty common for a big estate. It does have paintings around the sides, but they appear to be kind of just fruit and a couple of like hunting scenes, but they don't look weird or anything like that currently. There are several corridors leading up to other chambers, but you do notice that the lights light up as soon as you guys enter, almost like on cue.
Oh.
I don't know if I can stay here. I don't
Oh,
know.
it is very, very nice. I come here when I was little girl.
Maybe they're just magical lights.
Yeah, it's like a clapper.
Yeah.
Paintings in the hallways, and I don't know.
Yeah, I want to thoroughly check the paintings for creepiness.
Okay, yeah, roll me,
roll for creepiness.
yeah, roll me an investigation
roll?
check.
Can I roll for sketch?
There's definitely some amount of sketch going on here. You're pretty convinced. 14 investigation check, and thank you to Asher for following, a gentleman and a scholar. Welcome to the adventure, my friend. Just 4 away from a viewer decision, by the way, guys. If you haven't followed yet, let's make it happen. Yeah, you check these paintings, and they don't appear to be of the same hand as the paintings from before. So your fears are somewhat allayed by that. It looks like a different Nikita Richard, a different author, painter, whatever, artist. And as I mentioned,
That's
kind
the
of
word.
yeah, like pastoral scenes,
Creator.
Yeah, some nice scenes of fruits, some stags, the dining table, the mansion itself has been painted, the gardens have been painted. Nothing too suspicious.
Okay. I'll enter.
Okay. Yeah, you step
Okay.
inside.
I put Dudley down on the floor.
Okay.
He just falls over.
Yeah. Oh, hey. Yeah, immediately Dudley begins to run off and explore. He runs down a corridor.
And we never saw Dudley again.
Thank
I, go,
I'm joking.
I get concerned and I go after Dudley.
Yeah, you actually lost sight of Dudley.
Oh no!
You know he's gone down a corridor somewhere, so you begin to go down there. You guys following, or you looking around? Belinda is like,
There are rooms upstairs we can all stay in.
I go help look for the puppy because I have
okay,
something. I think
because I like puppies, damn it.
puppies.
So, okay, so you and Leanna go looking for the pup, Dudley.
Dudley!
Yeah, you
Dudley!
you call out for Dudders. Dudders, that's his new nickname, I think. Thank you to Demon Gecko for following as well, a gentleman and a scholar. Welcome, my friend, to the adventure. So you call out his name, Dudley, Dudley, and you come to these several rooms where you think he might have ran into, and you notice that you're in basically a big library.
Books.
Yeah, books everywhere, and you notice that Dudley's just here, he's found a ball, and he's sniffing at it. Hey man, I'm sorry, I was just sniffing at these balls.
You weren't you sick, Dudley. You ran off.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry. I when I get to smell some balls, I just gotta go,
Does the ball look sketchy at all or no?
Nah, it looks like a toy that a kid might play with, or
Is it like a big ball or is it like a small ball?
yeah, it fits into your hand quite nicely.
I throw it. So
Oh,
he
I
takes
didn't do it! God damn.
No, I'm gonna do it.
I ignore all of this and look at the books.
So yeah,
Next
you
throws are you.
you can roll me a perception check here, Reginald. Puppy love, yes. While the rest of you play with
Oh,
Dudley.
damn.
Oh damn, girl.
Oh.
All right.
Damn.
Shit. Where's she at? So yeah, you play with Dudley, but on a natural 20, Reginald, you find every last book that there is around here. But give me 1 second, I'll be right back and just grab a drink here and try and fix the internet whilst I'm at it as well, because it's doing the Monday thing again. It's doing the fucking Monday thing and it's going about to
Into
die.
chaos.
Monday.
Yeah, I'll be right
I
back.
do that scene from Beauty and the Beast with Belle and the books.
Just-
Suddenly, you're wearing a pretty dress.
Yes, suddenly.
You are a pretty, pretty princess.
Oh, we
Pretty girl.
play with Dudley the puppy.
He's had that in his backpack the entire time.
Mhm.
Just- no one's in here. He closes the door. He just starts singing.
Yeah.
Beauty and the Beast.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So, guys, how's the
Tony,
weather where you're
we can
at?
all sing.
This is how. Sorry, I don't actually know the Beauty and the Beast songs at the minute. I haven't been listening to them. Please don't hate me.
Alright, I'm
Please don't
back.
judge me.
I watched it the other day.
Oh, I kind of want to see it, but at the same time, I'm a bit like.
I saw the old one, not the new one. I haven't seen that yet.
Alright.
Dude, the new one is so good.
I want to see it. I went
Okay,
and saw
what the
Logan
fuck have I come
instead.
back to?
You come back to Beauty and the Beast.
Okay.
Featuring Liana and like one of her backup singers.
Okay. So, Reginald, do you look at the books? The books themselves all appear to be of magical origin or topic, I guess.
I dig it.
Yeah, yeah.
Dig it.
You know, there's also you find on your natural 20, you find the spell which creates the bubble, which is protecting this, and it's got a lot of side notes in the margins, which speak of how the particular author is like going about it, if that makes sense. Like little like extra bits he's throwing into the recipe, tips and tricks that he's found or she's found, but it's written in this kind of like spidery scrawl.
Interesting. Any information about whose house this is, or
The author or the author of the notes doesn't ever mention anything like that. No.
It's like in middle school where you write your name in your book in case somebody borrows it. Return to this address.
Oh my god.
We're just all play with Dudley.
well, I relayed to the group that I think that this would be a safe place to stay and plan our assault on the Winter Queen's castle, but we need to rest definitely.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I'm
Well-
tired.
The bedrooms are upstairs, is what Melinda said.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
I'm gonna sleep in the library because I'm a nerd like that.
Okay.
I suggest we all stay in the same room for once.
Oh, we're
Stop
all
trying to
sleeping.
seduce me.
So glad.
Nobody can get in this dress.
Oh boy.
Those are not my intentions. Trust me. Sorry.
I just want
I just don't want us to die. So like,
I'm gonna share a room with Dudley.
Okay. So Dudley and Leanna share a room.
okay.
First your brother, now your dog.
Yep.
There's nothing holy.
You said what I was thinking.
It's because I'm his owner and I should be able to take care of him.
That's what they all say.
Oh my god, guys. Can we stop going down this road?
Also,
All
we
right.
can support-
All right, I'll stay with you guys, but I'm bringing all these books with me, and I have a whole armload of books that I want to read.
Okay.
It's one of those like movable bookshelves and you just drag it upstairs.
Like a library cart.
Yeah.
Also, can I take a look at the collar that I got? 'Cause I didn't do that yet.
Yeah. You can run me an Arcana check.
Okay.
Okie dokie, Dr. Jones.
12.
A 12. You know that this is a collar. You know that it is certainly magical, but you don't know exactly what it can do. You figure the best way to probably figure out is to put it on Dudley.
Dudley.
I have an identify spell.
Oh.
We have another wizard.
Alright.
Yeah.
There are two of you.
Alright. You just say to me and I'll give you the collar to look at.
You just hand it to him. There you go. Here, figure.
Yours now. Your problem.
Okay. So, Reginald, you can cast Identify
Yeah,
if you so wish.
I do. There's no roll for that, I don't think.
No. So, yeah, you know that this collar essentially will embolden and strengthen the puppy to become much more muscly and more combat effective, you could say.
But he's still just like...
He's still a little puppy.
He's a teeny tiny puppy and just buff.
Yeah, I relay that information to Liana. Like, it'll just make him more likely to get hurt in combat. He looks like he's got like 2 hit points.
Yeah, one.
I think you're being
It's a 2-day-old puppy.
you're judging a book by its cover. It's not very nice.
What's Scrappy do?
It's only been alive 2 days.
It's not true.
We'll just put Dudley in the pleasure room before we go fight the Witcher Queen.
With the dragon, that seems like a great idea.
Yeah.
Isn't there like a bottle or something we could put him in, like a magic bottle or something?
I thought there was a man.
I don't
in
know,
that.
Barry.
Is there a man
Is
in
there a bottle?
Okay, I put a photo of Dudley on the chat
Okay.
after the color. Just saying.
Yeah.
But a much
Oh
smaller
my
version.
god, no. Oh god, no.
The voice coming out of that dog, too, that's the really disturbing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna put the collar on Dudley.
Okay. So yeah, you see him like bulk up a little bit, and he goes from like little tiny puppy to like kind of slightly more substantially sized puppy. Still definitely a puppy though. He's like, oh man, I feel pretty strong now.
He is Scrappy, too.
I've got
Yeah.
the
I can do a
live
good-
action one.
I can do a good
that-
Shaggy.
He gets all buff and he's just like,
That gave me nightmares. I watched that when I was like 9 or something. It gave me nightmares.
Yeah.
We need
I'm
to
triggered right now.
We need to make a baby carrier for Liana for the puppy.
God.
A papoose. Yeah, so you guys notice as you're talking in this room and deciding what to do with your dog, you...
My dog.
Yeah, okay. The group of you hear like the sound of something sliding over some books, and as you look over, there is some kind of snake-like worm, and it is writhing its way through a book, almost like when a worm works its way through an apple, and it's probably about as big as like a reasonably sized snake, but it's a pale pink, and it has no eyes by the looks of things, and it's just kind of working its way through the books, and it's kind of chewing as it goes, and eating the paper.
No, not the books.
Oh my god. Great.
It looks like it's been here for some time.
I just pick up Dudley and I just try to protect him so the thing doesn't eat him.
Yeah, it doesn't seem particularly interested in any of you. It just seems interested in the books.
Barry, do you know what this is? Looks kind of magical.
No, I don't know about eyeless pink snakes.
Can I do an investigation?
Yeah, you can roll an
Is it-
investigation.
Is it a trouser snake?
Is that a bookworm, or you just happen to see me?
Oh, it could be a bookworm. That's a good.
You don't know what it is, Liz, on the 6.
I'm gonna do an investigation check as well.
Okay.
Why don't we just all check?
Yeah, that's all
Okay,
like
it's like-
stay
Why,
with it.
why not? I wonder what it could be.
A
Oh.
10.
Yeah, you guys are fairly sure that it is non-aggressive towards like humans and possibly like a vegetarian, or even worse, a vegan. But
Oh,
it's
God.
it is it doesn't seem to be interested in eating you. You know, you put your finger towards it. It's only interested in like parchment by the looks of things. It's moving through here, but as you look through the books as well, yeah, you can see like holes in all of them, almost all of them, where he's been here for probably quite some time, fattening up on the parchment and books. And at the same time that the door that you guys are in the room of, just opens up. We had it closed. It leads into some kind of chapel room by the looks of things.
Where was this book eating thing when we had that evil book we were trying to get rid of?
Yeah, totally.
Where were you all my life?
I just pushed Reginald over to the door, just like, you go check it out.
Yes, the born explorer, the wizard,
Yeah.
send him in first.
We will follow.
We still haven't rested. So
No, we need to rest so
Yeah,
badly.
but we got issues. We gotta sort these out first.
I stick my face into the chapel room. What do I see?
Yeah, the outside of the stone chapel is almost completely covered with climbing ivy, and even the door is barely visible beneath the vines. But inside there's a small altar, which is still draped with an altar cloth, and there's a tarnished candelabra either end. You also see there's a little
leave
bit
it
of
alone.
fountain.
Don't bother.
Yep, just leave.
It's
just
bad.
Yeah, a door opens itself. We look in there and go, "Oh no!" and just close
No,
it.
Uh-uh.
no, just close it. No, not today.
No, you don't.
Not today.
The door just opens back up.
I look at Liz. I'm like, "What do you think?"
Should we open up the pit?
What?
I pretend I know
Mosh
what
in
that
here?
means. Yeah, let's mosh into the room.
Oh boy.
Okay, so you guys can enter the chapel. Whilst you're planning as well, guys in chat, get your next viewer decision in underneath that line in chat.
Oh God.
What
Oh,
happens
no.
next?
Please
Obviously,
don't hurt us.
obviously it's not going to be a good
I'm
thing.
just a damsel and the stress.
I'm just a damsel under stress. Jesus, guys, please help me.
Jesus Christ.
So what are you guys doing? You've all entered into the chapel, or was that a joke? I'm sorry, I'm checking things.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's go to our deaths.
Go to our...
TPK, you're coming.
Oh my god, here we go.
Okay, you.
Why? Why do we... Like, you watch a horror film, and if a door opens, you're all like, don't go in there, and the characters do, and we've just done that.
Yeah,
We were
listened-
both parties. You're like, don't do it, but we did it anyway.
We listened to it. I like to think that your character is saying this behind us as we just walk through.
What are you doing?
What are horror movies? What are you talking about?
Oh god.
Oh, it's something from a different realm. Don't mind me.
You enter in, and nothing immediately happens. You see that the kind of fountain altar is before you, like I had mentioned, covered in this kind of drape of cloth. And there is also a kind of like a back porch area, like most likely where like a priest would go, and then he'd come out to make his, service, I suppose.
And
there's
the
a
walls are
door.
covered with the vines.
The walls are covered in ivy, yeah.
Is there like any like specific god that this church is praying to, or? Is
Yeah, you can roll me a religion check there, Leanna. You're gonna have to check out the altar for that as well.
I remember this scene from Final Fantasy VII.
Ooh, I like that.
You like religion. Yes.
I love a religion.
You can't identify who this god actually is. And indeed, it seems odd because there are no obvious signs of there being a god or goddess worshipped here. Very few, like, accoutrements of worship, I suppose you could say. However, investigating the altar, you do find something interesting. You find a scroll, and it's a magic scroll. And it's the scroll Speak with Dead.
Oh, this is cool. I go over to Barry and I show what I found.
The character's name is Reginald. You're the second person to do that. You said Barry, and so did Liz a minute ago.
Sorry, I have a cold, if you haven't noticed. And
Yeah.
Oh.
It's because if
I
you're
go over to Reginald and I show him the scroll.
Speak with the Dead. That hopefully won't come in handy.
We've run into Beckman again.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
You weren't even there, but okay.
No, I'm me, Haley, just saying that.
Oh, yeah.
Coraline doesn't know.
We need to find a safe place to rest. I mean,
Yeah. I'm gonna kind of like, when no one's looking, I'm gonna take the scroll with me.
Oh no.
Okay.
I just let her take it, even though I noticed that she had it.
She showed it to you. I mean, if you probably.
Oh boy, this isn't gonna go wrong at all. Like
Alright.
at all.
I'm
Seems
out.
fine.
Let's just go get some rest, guys, and ignore everything that's happening, and everything will be fine.
Yeah, let's have a sleepover.
Yeah,
Let's do
get
that.
some sleep.
I'm so fucking scared right now.
How close is the library to the front door?
Couple minute walk.
Oh my god.
What's the closest room to the library to the front door?
The kind of grand hall, I suppose. Yeah.
Okay,
So much of me just
grab,
wants to sleep in the grand hall.
yeah, everyone grab all the cushions of all the sofas and stuff, and we'll just pile in there. It'll be fine.
Have a
I can
sleepover.
tell the fort.
Sleepover.
Yeah. let's
Fate
do
of
that.
madness for following as well, a gentleman and a scholar. Okay, so you want to kind of sleep in the grand hall.
We're building
where's
a fort.
Belinda in all this?
Yes.
Belinda's, trotting along. She's like,
I will go sleep upstairs. I do not want to sleep in cold hole.
Yeah, you guys are weird. I'm gonna go find a bedroom.
I want to find a bedroom too.
You're gonna die.
Is everyone leaving?
you're gonna
do,
die.
do I sleep in the hall by myself?
I don't want Dudley to get cold.
Yeah, it's very cold in the grand hall, and and you haven't explored the rooms, but you'd expect them to have halves. So that was.
Yeah, let's find the one with the biggest bed, and we can all climb on top of it.
Barry. You pimp. Original, you pimp. Damn it.
All right, so now there's only one of you left to call me Barry accidentally.
I've been doing it, I'll be honest.
I do it just to piss you off now. Okay, so who's taking rooms? Who's taking grand hall?
I guess we're all taking.
all of
rooms.
us is doing rooms now.
All
of us
right,
is doing rooms.
individual rooms. I like it. I like that a lot.
I don't want to sleep by myself though.
Okay.
I'm terrified.
I'll go with you.
Okay. Me and Liz will stay room together.
Okay, so you guys find the upper levels, and there are indeed rooms, for plenty of people here. It could hold probably pretty more like 30 to 50 guests in the entire place, entire mansion. Also, straw polls in chat, guys. Throw out those ideas there. Vote on them there, rather. Yeah, plenty of bedrooms all around here, kind of connected together. And Coraline and Liz, you enter one of these. This bedroom is very well furnished, and there's a shield bearing the family coat of arms, which is a Pegasus lying on the bed, and it is defaced with the crude blood drawing of some sort of bird. I figured out Arneria for following, a gentleman and a scholar.
My house is starting to smell very delicious.
I hope she said that in character.
I was like, what?
IRL.
IRL. My house is starting to smell very delicious because of.
My bird companion Walter and I are going to investigate the bird drawing.
God.
Okay. So yeah, no, I imagine Liz and Coraline make a kind of hey guys, there's something in our room. Yeah, you can roll an investigation check on the original.
I just want to go to sleep.
Reginald just walks into her room. So what yours look like? Need any company?
I heard you didn't want to sleep alone.
Ladies.
At the bed. You want to join? No. You're not welcome here.
Yeah. You know it's like I say, a family coat of arms, a Pegasus on it. You don't know anything about the Pegasus itself. And you can't make out what kind of bird it's meant to be, but blood has been kind of scraped onto the shield and defacing the Pegasus, where it once was white, there is now that kind of dried black, almost black, kind of dark brown blood, and it's not fresh blood. I'm gonna go
Creepy.
Goody.
I'm gonna go with Raina here for a second as well. So Raina, this bedroom is well furnished and lavishly decorated. There are footprints in dust here, however, so it's quite a dusty floor. And in the footprints in the dust, and there's a message in dried blood on the wall, which reads, "I shall not rest here, all my kin rest with me."
Chamber of Secrets has been opened.
Liz, is there room in your room?
Yes, you can.
I don't want to
Sleepover!
But there's stuff here, too.
Oh my god, guys, why do we stay here? Why? Why?
We're gonna go with Barry's room as well. Sorry, Reginald's.
Damn it!
So Reginald, go back in time just a few seconds into what you were looking at, I guess. This Your room is a richly furnished bedroom with a large and comfortable bed. There's a portrait of a beautiful, dark-haired woman of about 30, which is hanging over the fireplace. A giant-sized shield displays a Pegasus dominating the western wall. The clothing and personal effects about the place obviously belonged to a man.
Cool. Maybe I can find something to wear other than this dress.
Yeah, there's actually very nice clothing. You would expect this clothing to be one of like an aristocrat, which would fit in with this being a big mansion.
I light the fireplace and get ready for bed.
Okay.
Oh, so you're not staying with us now?
My room seems cool.
Oh god. I'm not sure whether to like investigate this. I feel like I should, but I don't want to because I don't want to die.
There's
It's
honestly
the
not
nice
so
rooms
much.
that are evil.
Yeah, there's honestly not so much you can really get from it. I mean, it's certainly quite strange looking, but other than that, it's difficult to really read more. It read, and I could probably copy this out.
I shall not sleep here, or my kin will sleep.
Yeah, I shall not rest here, but it's spelt with like ear, so no H. There's like an older script, ear. All my kin rest with me.
That's so.
Or air, I guess. Air. All my kin rest with me.
Right.
Well, okay.
I'm not very good with like riddles and shit, so. Okay, I'm just gonna move rooms because that's a bit scary.
Okay.
We can stay with Liz.
Yeah.
I don't want to be murdered in my bed.
We can all be murdered together.
So
That's better.
you can find another room, which is obviously what's a woman's bedroom. The bed itself is absent, and the remaining furnishings are sparse but comfortable, and the walls are hung with star charts.
Okay.
You said it was a woman's bedroom, but the bed is missing.
The bed itself. Yeah, let me read that again. Yeah, the bed itself is absent. So it's a bedroom, all the other accoutrements, but there's no actual bed within this place.
Huh.
There's like a sofa you can lie upon.
Yeah, that'll do. The star charts. Okay.
Yeah, you can take a look at those if you want, or just go to bed. I mean, it's been long.
Yeah, I mean, is there anything that would stand out to me on these star charts? Like,
Yeah.
would I know them?
Yeah, roll me a perception check. I think that it's a Spriggs for following as well, a gentleman and a scholar. That's our next field decision. I'm going to bring this in here in a couple of minutes' time after we bring in the original. Okay, Spriggs. Hey, and thanks so much to Muse for the 3 months. A gentle lady and a scholar. Hey, Muse. Raise some drinks and chat, everybody. It's Owen's. There we go. Alright, let's see that. A 12. Yeah, Raina, you know that these charts are essentially prophecies, and very similar to like a star chart today, right? They would tell you things about like yourself or about your future.
So like astrology sort of thing.
Like an astrology sort of thing, yeah. Like if you believed that because you're a Pisces that you're this kind of person. Very similar to that.
I am a Pisces. That's really.
That's crazy.
How did you know that?
No reason.
Well, the fortune telling will protect everything.
No reason.
Oh my god.
Thank you to Mr. Ghost and Titties McGee's for following, both gentlemen and scholars. Excellent names.
It's Tits McGee's.
Tits McGee's.
Sick.
Wow.
You should have named that, like, instead of Dudley. Tits McGee.
That's what we call Dudley. Tits McGee.
That's the nickname that the rest of us call him.
Yeah. we don't tell Leanna, but everyone calls him Tits McGee in this bit.
Tits McGee.
So, yeah, that's what you make out from this. Oh no, all these prophecies seem to be like generally a bit dark. None of them appear to be very kind of positive.
Okay, good. Is there any dates on these or anything? It's not like this is gonna occur on this day, and it's like.
It doesn't, no.
Okay, that sucks.
But you can look up your own, like star alignment if you wanted to.
Oh no, do I really want to?
Might as well.
Go on then.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
God.
you line up for what this stars should tell you. If the stars actually give you this kind of prophecy based on your age, your date, your gender, stuff like that, and it basically tells you, and it kind of you line it up on the page to see. You go across the million possibilities of dark prophecies that could be to do with yours, and it says check under the bed. And there is no bed in this room.
Oh. Do they mean the couch?
Is there anything where the bed would be? Like a trapdoor or anything?
There is a space where you can tell the bed once was, because
Okay, but-
it's like a lesser layer of dusting, I suppose. But there is no, nothing, no trapdoor, no like creaky floorboards or anything like that. Very Oblivion Shadow for following as well.
Where did the bed go?
That's a good question.
Where did it go? Okay.
Took it with the baby.
Well, they moved out. They just drive the bed out.
Yeah, let's take the
Just the one bed.
Oh my god, okay.
In my experience, you only need one.
I need 2, I don't know about you, but...
I specifically need 7 beds for maximum comfort.
At all times.
There you go.
I wonder what mine is like for me and Dudley.
So, good question. Your room, Leanna. You're in Dudley's room, I should say.
Yes. Me and
Yes.
Dudley.
You're in Dudley's room.
I'm his owner. I have to take care of him.
So you enter in here, and you notice that this is most likely a woman's bedroom. It's been left primly arranged, though it still shows signs of having been lived in. There's a half-woven tapestry of a handsome young warrior bearing the shield with the Pegasus on it, which is sitting in the corner.
Wow.
Is her bed missing, or does she have 2 beds?
She has one bed.
Okay.
Each
He
of
has 2 beds.
Each of you have one bed, aside from Raina, who appears to have no bed, but she does have a sofa.
Is it
Sophie, Sophie.
is this hearth already like does the hearth already have like a fire in it?
The fire is not lit.
Alright, I'm gonna light the fire.
Okay.
With my firebolt, just like
Yeah.
it's like a blue fire because it's
It would still be blue fire, wouldn't it?
yeah, it would be.
Yeah.
It's lasting for like 4 months.
Yep. So you light a blue flame in the hearth. Raina's checking out the star charts. You guys are looking at the shield. Anything else you guys want to do?
I'm gonna look at the tapestry.
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna take a look.
Yeah, you look at the tapestries, and it's as I mentioned, this handsome young man, very kind of dashing looking guy, and most likely a noble or aristocrat who once lived here. He is young, so he looks maybe in his mid-20s. He's got blonde hair.
Yeah, just like me.
Yeah.
It's your brother. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh my god.
Like, do I like recognize him, or is it like someone I'm not familiar with?
It's not anyone you're familiar with. If it is someone that you know, it's not a particularly good like depiction. It's a tapestry, so you can't really get a great amount of detail into it necessarily.
Yeah,
you know.
true. That's true.
Okay.
Is there like anything else in the room that just seems like very like weird or?
No,
I
nothing
just
else
want to make
seems.
sure it's safe.
Yeah, Dudley's chilling in here. It seems safe for you and the floofer to rest in here for a while. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. this
There
is,
are.
Did you just call Dudley a floofer?
I did.
Yes, Paul just called him a floofer.
There are
Hey,
lots.
where's Belinda?
Yeah, where's
Yeah.
Linda? She eats floofers.
Yeah, she looks over. She looks guilty as she's stuffed some floof into her mouth. No, she's got her own bedroom, and as you look inside, she's fast asleep already.
Can we lock her in there?
You can what? Walk her in there.
No.
Lock.
The door's locked from the
Like, lock
inside.
the door.
The door's locked from the inside, but not the out.
I just go to sleep. anywhere.
I'm going to sleep.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna sleep too.
Okay.
Everyone goes to sleep.
Yeah. All right. So you guys chill. Let's see. Coraline, you and Liz are like sleeping next to one another, or in the same bed. And as you guys are gently snoring away, Coraline starts to have a pretty bad dream. Of course she does. Of course she does. It's nothing
She
like
has nightmares regularly.
it's nothing like terrible, right? It's nothing which is immediately just kind of like scaring the shit out of you or anything like that. But it's just very uncomfortable for her. It's basically you're having a dream where you're performing and everyone laughs at you and everyone really hates you and thinks that you're bad. Even the people that actually think that you're good, your friends are there, but they make fun of you as well. And you kind of wake up with a feeling of discomfort and like you haven't slept very well, got much rest,
Okay.
Liz, you have a dream as well, something of a nightmare, in which Kerith is falling and you can't pick him up. Basically, you're like falling through the sky, and Kerith is falling there, and you're trying to catch him, and he's crying out for you to catch him, but you can't. And you wake up feeling kind of just this uncomfortable as well. Wake up in this little kind of, kind of like sweat and you realize that Coraline is up as well. It's the middle of the night and you guys just can't fall back asleep.
Is anything different in the room?
The room itself appears to be the same as it was before.
Okay.
So we don't get a full night's rest, right?
I mean, you can, for the sake of getting your your hit points back and everything like that, yes, you've got like the 6 hours, but it's still like 3 a.m. or something by the time that you actually wake up. In fact, the heart cubes are following as well. So it's the kind of middle of the night, and you guys just feel when you wake up from the dream, you just don't want to go back to sleep immediately because you've had such a nasty kind of dream. You guys are up and about.
Yeah. So I just had the weirdest dream, and then I could tell her my dream.
That's
But
crazy.
it felt very real.
I also had a weird dream. I'm changing her accent on accident.
Who are you?
I also had a weird dream, and it didn't feel real, but it did. It was a weird feeling.
Do you think this room has something to do with it? Or like this house? Or maybe just the cold's getting to us?
Well, is anyone else awake?
I don't know. And then I look out in the sky and I know it's 3 a.m.
Yeah.
I want to poke into I would assume Reginald's room would be across from ours.
Right,
So,
you're right. Did you
Kind of
guys
poke my head in.
Did you guys lock all your doors, by the way? Like Reginald, Raina, Liana, did you guys lock your doors?
No, I didn't lock my door, and
I didn't know there was a lock.
my familiar will stay awake while I'm asleep. He keeps watch over me.
Okay.
I feel like if someone was in the room, Dudley would alert me.
He's just passed out.
Yeah,
his
he
leg
might be
twitching.
asleep. He's a puppy, he needs sleep.
He does,
like
he
my
definitely
dogs
does.
right here. I don't think you can see them.
Yeah.
Oh,
High alert!
cheers.
They're on high alert.
God dogs.
Aw.
It would just
So, Raina, would you lock your door or would you have left it open?
She leaves it open because in the past people have needed to get to
Get
her.
to her, yeah.
She just sleeps with her bow. She always sleeps with her bow, so
Just
she's always
caressing it.
ready.
Caressing it in her sleep like a teddy bear. Okay. Yeah, Coraline, you poke your head into Reginald's room. He looks like he's asleep, but the kind of familiar, turns its raven head towards you. You poke your head in Raina's room. Liana and Raina both appear asleep. You poke your head into Belinda's room, and she's not there.
Oh no!
Why is the creepy girl missing?
I want to look around her room.
Okay. Yes, you take a look around her room, and it's actually something more of a study, I suppose, more of a study room than necessarily like a bedroom. It looks like it's got a functional application to it as well as just like a living space. It's furnished with this comfortable chair, cluttered writing desk, and several bookshelves. There's a tapestry on the wall which depicts a mighty citadel perched on a crag, and there is a small kind of like little bed in the corner where Belinda has been sleeping in.
Is there anything under the bed?
Yeah. You take a look under the bed, and there is a trapdoor.
I want to call to Liz to get her to come in there with me. If you're not already there.
Yeah, I go in and then I'm just like, what the heck?
Should we wake everybody else, or should we just go?
Let's probably wake him up just in case.
Okay.
This house is giving me the creeps.
I said let's not stay here. So, let's go wake everybody else up.
Okay. You guys.
I like
Good.
throw a pillow at Barry.
Yeah, we're not
I
gonna
want
touch
to-
Mary.
I don't want him to fireball me.
It's magic missile, you guys.
I still don't want to
Yeah,
touch
it
you.
Is that personal preference or just because?
Personal preference.
Okay.
And I'll go break up Ryan.
That one, that's the one.
Rake up Rainer.
Right.
I'm just gonna go rake up Rainer. You guys wake one another up, and you take them to the trapdoor underneath her bed.
Did you wake me up, or was it...
Yes, we woke you up as well.
Everyone is awake. We're
Everybody.
all
I just-
gathered in this room
I
around
just
the
But it's-
castle.
realized it's like,
But it's still the middle of the night.
It is still the middle of the night, but we got enough sleep to be well rested.
Right.
Oh, good.
oh wait, I should have been in a trance because I get a full rest after 4 hours.
That works. Afraid to train a green for following as well, a gentleman and a scholar. Yeah, we can say you've been in a trance. No big deal.
Yeah, it'll be fine. So I've had a good sleep. I'm just like, oh, what's going on?
So there's a trap door, and Belinda's missing. So
Problems everywhere.
issues.
Babe, why is she missing?
Shit.
She's the devil.
She's very creepy. Yeah, we don't
Did you
have any
guys-
explanation.
I mean,
why
she
was
might
check
not be
the
the
ba-
smartest of children.
Did you guys check the bathroom or the kitchen? Maybe she went to get a snack.
She's
I don't
the
trust
devil.
this girl. Yep, like that.
I
How
wouldn't
would
say
you know that?
that,
She's just
but-
a kid.
She eats floofers and
I've received Tira's letters. I'm well aware of how she is.
Wait, is Dudley with me? Or is he just still sleeping in the bedroom?
Dudley
or is he being eaten?
is not up when you wake up.
Oh.
He's not there in the room.
No! Dudley!
She's sacrificing him.
Well, I was joking, but
Wait, so he's missing?
Yeah, he could have gone.
Okay.
He could have run around there. You know what Dudley's like.
Oh my god.
So,
Dudley's
Shoot.
missing!
I opened the trapdoor. I should. Fuck it.
so
I-
trapdoor, or should we go to the altar? Because we don't know where
I
this
wanna
leads.
find Dudley.
Then you go find him.
Fine.
I already opened the door under the bed.
alright, let's go for it.
Okay. So
Okay,
Leanna.
you-
Find Dudley.
Okay, so Leanna's looking for Dudley. Everyone else is going down a trapdoor.
Yes.
Okay.
Barry, is that what you want to do?
Trapdoor, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
We'll go.
separation.
Yeah. So we'll go with
Always
the.
good.
We'll go with the group first of all, and then we'll come back to Leanna here in a second. So the trapdoor itself leads to like this ladder, right? And you start heading down this ladder, and you quickly realize as you come down from the bottom of the ladder that you are walking like basically in the spaces between walls. There are some very big walls and kind of like corridors, and basically you're walking through the walls in these spaces here that are probably made for ventilation, heating, you name it. And so you're walking down these dark corridors, and they come to a second trapdoor which leads further down as well. And then this leads out into an open space as you open a third trapdoor and find yourself on solid ground. The ground itself is made of stone, and so you know that you're no longer in the kind of upper areas of the mansion itself. You see that there are several barred cells before you. You get the sense that you may be somewhere underground. Several barred cells, and a ladder of iron rungs on the north wall, which leads up and out. The room itself is large enough, with a hodgepodge of furnishings obviously scavenged from the rest of the house, including a rather nice bed. There is no one else on the bed, however, there is a corridor leading outwards past the bed. And the bed seems to have all sorts of trappings on it.
Oh, for God's sake.
Can we inspect the cells?
Yeah.
By trappings, you mean regular doors or actual traps?
Oh, no, trappings I mean like stuff. So
okay.
the trappings of living, I suppose. So, yeah, having a look at the bed, you find that there are like rations of food, which are like semi-eaten, where someone's been like living here by the looks of things. It has a small, almost completely destroyed diary book, which you can't really see anything from, a few scraps of words, and there's a longbow and quiver of 12 arrows, which are on the bed as well. It's like how Raina likes to sleep.
Okay.
Yep,
And the food is fresh still.
Take the quiver. That's what I would do.
Yeah, but you didn't go. You followed your dog.
I know.
Huge. Is the food still fresh?
The food looks like it's old, but it's the kind of food that's meant to keep. So like jerky and like really like salted meats and dried meats, stuff like that. It could be edible, but it doesn't taste very good.
Interesting.
Okay, can I look under this bed? But I want to be really cautious, and I want to make sure nothing's gonna like bite my hand off.
Okay. Yes, you can.
Or my head. I don't want to die.
Yeah. So, okay. As you do that, as you kind of like put your head underneath it and kind of reach to see what you can find, you hear a little kind of little clink. And we're going to bring out viewer decision here as you trigger a sleep spell trap. Now, most of you guys, a lot of you guys are elves, so you're completely immune to this. But let's see. Yeah, I don't think you can fall asleep by magical means if you've got Fey ancestry, right? Or is it resistance to? I don't remember. Gonna roll this. Maths is happening. 27. So who's got less than 27 hit points? Reginald, Coraline, and Arena are gonna fall asleep.
But if I'm elven...
Yeah, but you're elven, so you can't be done. So, anyone who's an elf is immune to it, but Reginald and Coraline fall asleep.
Soz, my bee.
Die my halfness.
My bee. Can I like wake him up?
Do they just fall on the ground?
Yeah, they just kind of like
they just collapse.
they just kind of like slump to the floor. Yeah, and you can tell that they are asleep. Yay for math.
Okay, well,
I'll be right back.
are
Tell
they
me
gonna be
how.
okay for a minute if I...
Yeah. Talk about how you're gonna like wake them up and stuff like that. You can roll me like medicine checks to wake people up.
Well, was that a trapdoor or was it just...
No, it's like you triggered a sleeping spell trap.
Okay.
Apparently, half elves
I
can't be
take
put to sleep.
responsibility. Oh, you're okay. Woo. Thank God for Faye
Barry is just sleeping.
Be careful, he might actually fall asleep.
What are we gonna do?
How could I possibly fall asleep with her eating those chips so loudly?
I'm eating
Well, I'm
magic
gonna try to
stars.
wake him up with a medicine check, and I got a 17. I feel like that'd be pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So
You can
like,
stab him awake.
take out my great axe.
I'm gonna carry on looking for whatever I'm looking for.
I'm back.
So apparently half-elves also can't be put to sleep, and we stabbed Barry awake.
Nice.
Well,
I'm kidding.
Good.
I accidentally unplugged my headphones. I might have missed about the last 20 seconds.
That's the best way to wake someone up is to stab them. I always find.
No, she had a 17 on a medicine check.
That's pretty damn good, yeah. So yeah, you guys wake up and you've got this bed to look at and the corridor leading inwards. Let's go to Liana. Liana, you're in the upper areas and you're looking for Dudley. Roll me a perception check.
Okay. $11.
Okay. On an 11, you don't see the signs of Dudley.
I keep looking anyway.
Yeah,
Dudley!
you're searching around looking for him. You're going into every bedroom and chamber, and everywhere you look, you can't see him in this upper area.
I'm not giving up. I'm gonna look for him. I'm his owner. I have to take care of him.
You continue to search for Dudley.
that's why you get a puppy. I love him
God
so much.
damn it.
Alas, to no avail.
Dudley!
You don't see him for whatever reason. You search the upper area. You are convinced he's not up here.
I'm gonna go look in the downstairs.
Okay. Yeah, you head down into like the great hallway. You look back into the room where Dudley, once ran to get the ball, and there he is. He's chewing on the ball that he left there.
Oh my god, he's a typical dog.
Mm-hmm.
Mine do that, and I'm just like,
Except for the whole talking thing.
Yeah, except for the whole talking thing.
yeah, I mean,
I just look at Dudley and I'm like, you worry me sick again.
He's like, man's gotta have some balls.
I'm like, we'll take the ball with us so we don't lose you next time.
You like scoop him back up again. You've got Dudley back in your arms, but you see that the door to the chapel is once again open, even though you guys had closed it before. And there's that same altar before you, and the door to the porch, the kind of back area where the priest can go, is also open.
Oh. I'm gonna take a little peek into that room. A small
Ew.
peek.
this isn't gonna go wrong at all.
Okay, you take a peek in. You see a set of iron rungs leading down to a dark chamber.
Okay. Do I see anything with my dark vision?
Nope. You see that there is a bottom of the ladder.
Okay. I'm gonna go down the ladder.
Okay, you head down the ladder and you see your companions.
Oh!
This is the iron rungs at the other side. Apparently it leads up to the chapel.
Hi, guys!
Hey!
Look at
Everyone just...
It's like, hey.
Oh, good. You found the dog. Was he with Belinda?
No. He just
Oh,
went to
so we're-
library with the ball again.
We're still
Oh,
missing
damn.
Belinda.
She wasn't in the altar room?
I didn't see her, no. But the door was, weirdly enough, when I was in there, the door was open again. And the door to the ladder was really weird.
Hmm.
So I say we leave her and just
Yeah,
go.
let's just get the fudge out of here. I
Cool.
don't like her anyway.
And Soren.
Yeah.
What kind of instructions did Wilma Delish leave me for sneaking into the castle? Because the key she gave me worked in this place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She didn't really give you an exact step-by-step walkthrough. You guys are a little too busy at the time. But you have the sense that the key leads to here. They are most likely connected. And you are underground, so it's possible tunnels lead down there.
There was a corridor further down this hallway.
Yes, there is, yeah.
I think this might be our way into the castle anyways, so let's
Let's
not
go.
let's go down this corridor.
I swear to God, if Belinda's ahead of us and she tells the queen I'm gonna kill her.
She can't tell the queen. She is the queen.
Oh,
By the way, Twitch chat, I called that in our Zoom chat like half an hour ago.
100%
Yeah,
Belinda
yeah.
is the Winter Queen.
He did. Oh God, are you kidding me?
Can
Wait, are you
confirm.
serious?
Alright,
No.
let's
Oh,
go down
God.
the corridor then.
Let's
Alright.
leave.
I feel so torn though because I have a soft spot for children, and
She does like that magical thing where all of a sudden she's blue magic, and then
Well,
she's an adult.
let's go find her then. If you're still worried about her, Liz.
maybe I will.
Oh,
Or it's like the
God.
orphan where she just takes off the stuff and she's a woman instead of a child.
Oh my gosh.
It was me all along, Belinda. Belindina. Okay, so you
Alright,
head down the
let's
corridor.
go. Let's go
Yeah.
find the creepy little thing.
Yeah, you head down this rough-hewn stone corridor for some time. And you see that as you enter into this next chamber, that there are 3 sarcophagi all torn open, lying side by side at the west end of this room. Skeletal remains have been strewn about the place, and the walls are covered in frescoes of pastoral fields, now defaced by claw marks.
Oh.
I think Belinda did come this way and she got hungry.
I continue cautiously.
Is it possible for me to use that speak with dead scroll on them?
Say that again?
Would it be possible for me to use that scroll we found on under the skeletal remains, or no? To speak with dead?
There are no, full bodies. It's possible you could try and speak with the dead here, yeah.
Oh, I could use it?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Wait, use what?
I got a scroll from the altar that lets me use the spell Speak with Dead.
So you took that.
I did, yes.
Okay.
We're all gonna die.
You want to use it on these bodies, these random bodies?
Well, they're not gonna do much. I can just understand what they say.
Oh boy.
Okay. I'm going to step further down the corridor.
I'm gonna go to one of the remains and use the spell. And use the scroll.
Okay. Cool.
Roll initiative.
Alright. So, you cast Speak with Dead. Now, Speak with Dead, you grant the semblance of life and intelligence to a corpse of your choice, allowing it to answer the questions you pose. It must still have a mouth. And it
Does it have a
fails...
mouth?
It does have a mouth, yes.
Okay, good.
Until the spell ends, you can ask the corpse up to 5 questions. The corpse knows only what it knew in life, including the languages it knew. Answers are usually brief, cryptic, or repetitive, and the corpse is under no compulsion to offer a truthful answer if you are hostile to it or it recognizes you as an enemy. The spell doesn't return a creature's soul to its body, only its animating spirit. Thus, the corpse can't learn new information, doesn't comprehend anything that hasn't happened since it died, and can't speculate about future events. You have 5 questions. We're going to be keeping a count of
Alright.
the questions here.
Yeah, I like to keep a count.
What?
Keep a count, so I have 5 questions.
Okay.
Oh god.
I guess I'm in charge.
Woo. Woo.
Alright, do you just want me
So-
to say my...
Yeah, you animate the skull of this animated dead creature, and you see this kind of blue flame glowing in its eyes, and a semblance of life return to it.
Alright. I think the first question I'm gonna ask is, what is your name?
Mm.
I just want to
Such a
know.
useless question.
Hey!
Question
I'm
1.
so sorry.
The skull replies, Erebus.
Erebus. That's a.
Oh my god.
Sponsored. And now a message from our sponsors.
What was that? Missed it.
I missed it too. I was writing notes.
Alright.
Barry, what is it?
Oh, my chocolate bar?
Let's
See,
read
so
it.
Oh, Carol.
It's salty like the rest of us.
I
Yeah.
It's like, what should I ask it? What should I ask Erebus?
What killed him? I think it's a good start.
Alright. Alright, I'll ask him, how did he die?
It says, my brothers killed me.
So direct.
Wow. Wow.
I have 3 more questions.
Yeah, I got 3 more questions.
What do you know about Belinda?
I don't think he would. I don't know if he'll know that.
That would be after, I feel like.
Something about the Ice Queen?
Yeah, some of the Ice Queen, but
What did
what
she look like?
specifically?
What if he died before even the Ice Queen?
Well, is the Frost Castle new? Or is that been a castle? And I don't know how much hentai is too much.
Please, Erebus. Free hentais. Free whole hentais.
So, what do you think we should ask Erebus?
What is going on here?
He's gonna start building Legos.
You could ask what happened. Like,
Legos.
here,
The
or-
UPS guy came.
Oh.
Nice. You could ask what happened in the mansion.
Alright, I'll ask him what happened to the mansion.
It has fallen into disrepair.
Hmm?
Ah, these fucking answers.
I already knew that.
I'm good.
Are these his brothers?
I look over to the other corpses and I ask him, are these his brothers?
No.
Okay, we have one last question.
One last question. Should we ask him about
Are you single?
No, we're asking
Oh
that.
god, no.
Are your brothers hot?
Oh my god.
Is your brother cute?
Oh my god.
We're not asking that. Well,
Just kidding. My heart's still broken. I can't.
Slowly.
Can't move on that quick.
alright, I'm gonna ask him about Belinda.
But what about Belinda?
What about Belinda specifically?
Like,
What's the deal with Belinda?
What's her deal, man?
I was gonna ask,
All right, Seinfeld.
do you know of a girl named Belinda?
That's not.
No.
You can say yes. Yeah.
No.
That's such a that's not direct enough.
Yeah.
I wasn't direct enough, I'm sorry.
That's because that's such an open-ended question. Like it's a yes or no question. Do you know about
You've got
Belinda?
you've got 2 other bodies. I'll tell you that much. You could
Okay,
you could
we'll ask
animate
the
dead
next
one.
body. Yeah, we'll ask the next body. I get another corpse and you
It's-
speak dead.
That's a scroll, so
Okay.
it's a 1 use. So if you had a way to speak with the others, then you could. But speak with
I
dead
don't have it.
targets
Sorry.
one.
I don't have speak with dead. That was like, God damn it!
Yeah, the light fades from the skull's eyes, and it returns to death.
Well, that was a waste of time.
Oh, goody. Shall we continue, fellow adventurers?
Yep.
To our deaths.
Yep.
All right.
Lead the way. Someone.
Alrighty, righty.
I lead the way. Keep on leading.
Okay.
The adventurers go marching one by one.
So, yes, the group of you heading further through this chamber itself, past the bodies, or the skeletons, I guess, and into another slim, rough-hewn stone chamber. Now, I want a marching order. Who's going in first? Who's second? So on and so forth.
I am first.
I'll go second.
Third, I guess.
4.
Okay.
Hi, Reginald.
So we've got Liz, Leanna, Coraline, Raina, and Reginald. Cool.
Initiative, yeah.
As you're coming through this chamber here, everybody roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Yay, okay. Oh my god.
Oh, no!
Jillian.
What? Oh
She
no!
explodes. Her body
Wow.
just crumbles.
There were a lot of nat ones rolled there.
That was some very bad rolls. The only person who succeeded was actually Coraline.
Okay.
Wow. Afraid of Black Reaper for falling as well. A gentleman and a scholar. We're going to bring in our next viewer decision here as well, my friends. So, I've got one last thing to bring in, I believe, for the current one that's been done. No, I did. I triggered the sleep spell. Done it. So, next one, underneath this line here in chat, you guys tell me something which happens next. Things are kind of heating up a little bit. So, everybody who failed, which is all but Coraline, you guys are going to take some damage. You take 9 damage as skeletal hands burst from the stone and begin to grab and claw at you, and there are hundreds of them going through this chamber, just kind of clawing at you, tearing at your skin, and you're kind of like caught in between all of these arms and hands grabbing at you all around.
Because Coraline is a graceful dancer, she managed to dance through all of it and get out of the way.
That's right. That is correct.
Oh no!
Oh,
Do I have to
no.
roll initiative, or I'm just
We're
gonna
gonna be-
like,
yeah.
them.
We'll go in like turn order to who's up first. So we'll do like Liz, Leanna, Coraline, Rain, Original. So marching order can be that. So Liz, what are you doing?
I am chopping them down. Or are there just hands, you said, like that are coming out?
Sorry,
It's
say that
like,
again.
here's the ground, and like, here's their hand. Like,
Right, they're coming out of the walls as well. So they're coming out of the ground and the walls.
Okay, I'm being kind of somewhat inspired by Coraline's awesome dance moves. I try to do my best. So like, I take out my axe and I like.
listen to the music.
And also, Liz, can you roll me a D10,000 from Treybit?
Sure.
Sure.
And I got a 21 on that great axe. Here, let me roll for damage. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, 11 slashing.
Nice.
Um,
So you lop off the several arms from the wall, and they just kind of like clutter down to the floor. They stop moving once you cut them off, which is nice.
Yay.
Woo. Always good.
But there's still hundreds of them. You know, it's just on your area, basically.
Oh, that's a low number.
and I got an 80 on that.
Okay, shit. Okay.
Oh my
That might be one of the lowest I've seen in a very long time.
That's crazy.
Holy moly. After each spell, caster is 25% likely to turn briefly invisible. So,
Wait, did that count as bloodshed for Liz's great axe?
sorry, say that again?
Did her attacking the skeletal arms count as her weapon, like, doing bloodshed?
No, no blood was spilt.
Okay, so her axe is fine. Okay, good.
Yeah. Okay, so go ahead,
The thing
Liz.
that I got is that only when somebody in the
Cast a
group-
spell on you. We'll say if anyone casts a spell on you, you might briefly turn invisible. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks,
So,
sir.
yeah. Leanna, yourself.
My turn. I'm gonna use my quarterstaff to, like, just go stick out and leave me alone.
Okay.
Imagine he becomes a scythe and you're just.
Well, it's the best I've got.
Alright.
Ooh, that's really good. 20.
Yeah, 20 is a hit.
5.
Nice. So you managed to slap off one of the hands, and it kind of like clatters down to the ground as you hit it off your quarterstaff, breaking the bones in the arm. Liz isn't moving, so you can't like push past her very easily. I mean, you can try and squeeze past her if you wanted to, but it wouldn't be the easiest thing in the world. Liz is big and she's got a big grey axe. What are you thinking?
Me?
I'm talking to Jillian. I don't know if Jillian's with me.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
She's saying that.
I wondered if you were thinking. Yeah, do you want to push past Liz, or do you want to remain where you are?
I'm gonna remain where I am.
Okie dokie. Coraline, what are you doing? Haley?
I'm sorry.
Haley?
I was reading.
I feel like I'm going.
Ladies.
I feel like I'm going insane. I'm talking to people, and no one's replying to me.
Yeah, we're all just. We're not real.
Did I say her name? Is that her name?
No, that's not my name today.
That's my name.
That's not my name.
Huh. So, how much damage was taken on all of them? 9?
Total of 9, yeah.
Okay.
It's difficult to tell if they are one, like, gigantic entity, though, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
They seem like individuals.
And Reyna would be next?
Raina's going after you, yeah.
Okay. I want to do Bardic Inspiration for her.
Oh, good.
Alright. So you can bonus action Bardic Inspiration to Raina. How do you inspire her? Do you say anything? Does anything appear?
Don't trip. You can do this.
Inspirational. 10 out of 10. What's subscribe?
Yeah. Liked and subscribed.
Thanks, okay.
Do you want
Best
to do
bard ever.
anything with your action?
Are the hands still near me, or am I far enough?
Yeah,
away
you are
from this?
being, you're like trapped in a tight corridor here, hands railing on you guys. Liz is, fighting them. Leanna's fighting them. You inspire Raina. You can kind of hit one, but it's difficult to get past all of your friends because you're in such a tight space right now.
Okay. And it just kind of like goes down the corridor, just hands up, or?
Yeah, as far as you can see, down the next like 20 feet or so, you see that there are these hands groping and grabbing out from the walls.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna attack a little bit further down.
Okay.
Um.
To clear away, yeah, okay.
Yeah. And I'm gonna do Shatter.
Oh.
Nice. It's DC 13 for them. Okay. Oops, didn't mean to do that.
Do I do it?
Roll D2T.
I would like to do 2D. Yes. So actually they save. So I don't know if you do half damage on a miss or anything like that.
I think
With Shatter, if it's a spell slot, you probably do.
I've got the spell card here.
Or half as
should I
much
do-
damage on a success.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna take 4.
Should I also do a Constitution save?
Nope.
Why would you?
Oh, okay. I don't know. I got confused. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, because I ran ahead and then I shot even further down. So like I'm ahead of everybody already.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
So, okay, so you do destroy a couple of these hands, but for the most part, they seem to be continuing to kind of grab at you guys. You've cleared a bit of a path. Raina, you are inspired, remembered.
Yeah, I'm just wondering. So these are all hands grabbing out at us.
Yeah, correct.
Oh man, I can't really shoot this with an arrow, can I?
You could try. It doesn't seem like it'd be particularly effective at kind of like close range, though.
Okay, I'm just gonna slash at them with my sword as I go down, but like, get away from me.
Nice.
Shoo, you peasants. I don't know.
You peasants. Suddenly taking a very noble stance on it all. A 23 is a success. So yeah, you can roll damage on that. 5's not bad.
5.
Hey, not bad.
That's something.
Yeah. So yeah, you kind of like cut away a couple of them that are on you, and Reginald, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my staff and just gonna take a swap at him. Swipe.
Okay.
A swipe.
A swappity swip and swoop.
Is it 9?
9.
9 is 9. I'm afraid. Not a success.
So I'm just going, ah!
Don't touch me.
And that's it. That's my turn.
Okay. These guys are gonna do their tang back at you. Their tang. Meme Lord, what campaign is this? This is a homebrew game, my friend. Welcome in. You guys, as you're fighting against these hands, each take 10 damage. And they claw at you. There's almost like an environmental effect. And you guys are taking some pain here. Coraline is the furthest down the end of the corridor. She can see that there is a passage at the end. There's a doorway at the end. However, Coraline, you see that there is a huge slab of stone which is shifting downwards to block the door. And each of you now at this point feel that the corridor that you're in is squeezing and shifting like the trash compactor in Star Wars. Thank the meme lords for following as well, a gentleman and a scholar. So the walls are moving in on you, and at the end of the corridor, the passage is moving downwards to block you. You realise that you're very much on a timer here as to how long you can stay.
Oh no!
Liz, it's your turn. New game, Liz.
So as I see these walls come in on me,
Yeah.
I yell to everybody like, "Run!" And then can I just dart out of there?
Yeah, you can roll me an athletics check to do so.
Sure thing.
Shall
New game, who does? Nice.
23.
23. So Liz, as you're going to take some like swipes from the creatures as you run. You take an extra 6 damage as they just kind of like claw at you as you get out of there. This is safe, and she's on the other side in this next chamber. She's looking back. She sees Coraline, Liana, Raina, and Reginald, and the gap is getting smaller and smaller. Liana,
Run!
it's
I'm
your turn.
running!
All right,
Everyone just
you know what to do,
Running.
Liana.
run for it.
Oh no! Oh no! Wait! Before I do this, I'm gonna use the wand of healing on myself.
Okay. Good idea. Yeah, the
So
Blue
it's like-
Mage history is described best by Lapchimp there.
So it's like, I'm gonna use 2 charges on myself, so that's like 2d4 plus my spellcasting modifier.
Correct. I believe it's 3 charges every until dawn or something like that.
Yep. So I heal 11.
Nice.
So
Sweet.
I'm up to 12. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna run.
Yeah, so on a
20.
you're gonna take an extra d8 damage from these guys. You take 2, only 2. As you run, you just get kind of clawed at on your ankle. But by the time that the Anna is out, the slab is halfway down, meaning that you're gonna have to kind of like crouch to get underneath it. And it is Raina's turn. Coraline's turn.
I guess I die.
I guess you die, Coraline. Oh yeah, that. Oh no, what a shame.
But did you die?
Oh, Coraline. Oh, I
I
guess.
guess skits, yeah.
I guess she missed her. I guess she's dead, guys. What a shame.
Rip.
Guess I gotta make another character.
It was foretold.
I need to do cure wounds on myself because there's no making it out of here without it. I was at 1. So
That's why I use the wand of healing on myself.
son of a bitch. And I guess I run for it.
All right, roll me athletics.
No!
So you run, and you take 1 damage as you run. But
thank God.
you get caught. Your ankle is grabbed by one of these skeletal hands, and you're stopped in your way. Just as you see this thing close, and at this point, you're gonna have to like slide underneath it, Indiana Jones style. Reginald.
My heart's racing.
I was last. Did Rihanna go?
Raina didn't go. Rihanna.
Rihanna, yeah,
I,
that's
mixed
my
up,
name.
I combined Liana and Raina. Sorry,
Oh
in my head.
I'm trying to kill people here, Reginald. Jeez. Yeah, I guess Raina gets her
Dear
turn.
Lord. Hello.
Just skip everybody.
Yep. It's just me. This game's all about me, damn it. Raina, what do you want to do on your turn?
So this door is closing.
This door is closing.
Well, like the walls are closing down on us.
The walls are closing,
Like, the
you're-
path is like
yep.
falling down.
Everything is getting smaller.
Can I run and slide?
Yeah, you could run the slide. I'd let you roll an
my-
acrobatics
Don't
for
forget
that.
your hat.
Oh my god, here I go. Where am I going? Acrobatics,
So
right?
you're sliding past Coraline.
Oh, shit.
Not very far.
Does she hit me?
Yeah, that's it. You guys get caught together. And yeah, you guys are caught on one another. You know, like 10 feet away from the closing door.
We're gonna die.
Reginald, it's your turn.
Right, Reginald.
So they all made it to the other side of the thing, right?
No. Liz and Leanna are on the other side. Raina and Coraline are caught 10 feet away from the exit, which is narrowly disappearing.
How far away am I from them?
10 feet away.
Okay, because I have a spell that doesn't AoE around me,
Okay.
but within 10 feet of me, called the Arms of Hadar.
Oh,
Shadowy tentacles come out and do swipey things around me.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that it could hit has to make a strength saving throw.
Including us?
No, you're too far away.
cool.
I thought we were 10 feet away.
It's within 10 feet of me, so...
Oh, okay. I got you. I see. Okay.
Okay. So let's make a what save, sorry?
A strength saving throw versus my spell DC, which is like... I don't remember. I have to
Too
look.
high.
Whoa. Damn.
It's more
I
than
fail.
4.
Yeah, I'd imagine so.
So they take 2d6 necrotic damage. All the arms do, or the hands.
Nice.
So they all take 6 damage. And then, as a minor action, I Misty Step to the other side.
Ooh.
Nice. Okay, so Reginald is safe. Freda Starfisher for subscribing as well, gentleman and a scholar. I salute you, sir. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And watch this on YouTube, and it'll just be muted if that's the case. So we do this for you, YouTube. So Reginald is free.
We have to help them.
Yeah, it's the top of the turn order. Liz. Your friends
Yes.
are on the other side, and you are, you're 10 feet away from them. And at this point, you've got like you're really gonna have to like crawl through to get to them. And you're bigger than them, but you know, there's still a narrow space.
Yes. Can I
Yes.
try to save them?
How
So
would you
I
like
yell
to
at
do
them.
that?
So I yell at them, and I'm just like, hold hands! And then like crawl, and then like with my super awesome strength, I like kind of pull them towards like a safer side.
Yeah, okay, you want to like flatten them and then, like push them through.
Yeah, no.
Okay, yeah, roll me a strength. Straight up strength. Straight up brawn.
Is the hand still like grabbed on my leg?
Yes, it is. Yeah,
Okay.
14?
nice. So yeah, on a 14, you can choose one to save. Who would you like to save?
Oh, 1? Oh, shit.
Raina's turn is later than mine. If you want to pull her.
Yeah, who's, yeah, Reina's, you're just back there?
We're like
they're
together.
yeah,
but
right next to one
her
another.
turn is after mine. If you want to pull her, because we still have Jillian's turn. If I'm not dead.
Right.
Yeah, I pull Reina.
Okay, Raina, you are pulled to safety underneath the thing, and Liz, do you want to get out or do you want to stay in here with Coraline?
Yeah, I'm dipping.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. So, yeah. Bye, Felicia.
She's
And
dead again.
Caroline, you out. Oh, I don't mind the touch of metal. That's fair enough. They're about to die. I do the same. So, that is Leanna's turn.
Yeah, it's my turn. Is there like anything like that I see like when we're like outside of the like in the passage? Is there like anything like I notice? Like any like device or anything?
Roll me a perception check.
Perception. Okay. Okay, good. 18.
Nice. Yes, you see that there is a device. There are 3 levers on this device. You do not know what any of the levers do.
Oh.
Or levers.
There's
Levers.
I look over and say, which lever should I pull?
Did you say that I died?
Did I say that you die?
Yeah. I thought you said you're gone. Did you say that I did it wrong?
No. That's just wishful thinking. Like I mean.
Which one should I choose?
Coraline isn't dead yet. I mean, like, it's about to close. Coraline's the only one left in there. Liz, Leanna, Raina, and Reginald are all out. Coraline's the only one in. You've got level 1, you've got level 2, and you've got level 3. You've got a split second choice.
She picks the wrong one and just.
Which one should I? Rachel, which one should I choose?
2.
Oh my god.
Pick number 3, my lord.
Like left, no or right?
Shrek is life.
Shrek is life.
Holy shit. Okay, so you want to pick number 2?
Like, fine, I'll pick number 2. I pulled lever number 2.
So, alright, so you pull on lever number 2. As you pull out the middle lever, the ceiling, which is crushing Coraline, rushes back up again. But that being said, she's still being crushed sideways. The entrance is open, but she's kind of like really pressed up and getting crushed and still getting mushed by these hands. However, that has had at least some kind of effect. Coraline, it's your turn. Pull the lever, bro.
You're muted.
Haley, you're muted. Never sounded better.
I'm sorry. I type and I'm just like I'm trying to be polite and I forget. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Can I
guess.
crawl out?
Yeah, you can. You can try.
Okay.
You can roll me like a strength. Just like push. Manage to get yourself out of there. Plenty of hands all over. Ooh! Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, Haley.
Oh no.
Oh no. How now, brown cow? Yeah, on a 4, Coraline, you're just like you're like suffocating because this thing is like pressing into you so much, and the hands are kind of like grabbing at you. You can't really move anymore, and it's seconds away from like just being crushed. Raina,
Hello.
it's your turn. You're watching your
I
friend.
made it out, yeah?
Yeah, you're out.
Okay, so
Coraline is not.
How can I help? What can
There
I
are
do?
other levers. There are 2 levers.
Ooh, Lab Chimp donates £3. Nat 20 for Haley. So Haley, you got a nat 20 to use when you need it.
It doesn't matter. It's not my turn for another set. So.
Okay, there's two letters. Pull the lever, Crunk. Okay, yep.
You've already pulled 2. You've got level 1 and level 3.
My lucky number is 3. I'm gonna pull that one.
You know what, Sophie? So is mine. So,
His favorite number means death.
Yeah, oh god.
no, actually my favorite number is 17. So, yeah, you pull the 3rd lever, and you see that the corridor itself, which has been crushing Coraline's body, just kind of pulls itself apart again. And chucks Coraline down onto the floor, replete with plenty of skeletal hands all over her as well.
Oh my gosh.
She's safe for now.
Okay, yeah. Is how injured? Do I need to go revive her somehow?
Was I taking
Slap her
damage
across
from
the
this
face?
fishing?
She, you do take the smush damage. Thanks for reminding me. You do take 10 extra smush. And
unconscious.
yeah, so Coraline's unconscious.
I'm gonna go revive her and be like, yeah, or can I not do that?
You can
Keep
roll
me
me.
out first, please.
Yeah, you can roll
then
a.
let's just drag her out,
Okay,
like split her arms.
sure. You drag her out, and you can roll me a medicine check to stabilize.
Okay.
Sorry guys, I have to go.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, bye, Leanna.
Good luck, Leanna.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi.
Right.
Let me fix his camera real quick.
What? Yeah. Oh god. It's...
It's wisdom based.
Yep. Sorry, I'm getting there.
all
I was just... 16.
16 is good enough to stabilize Coraline.
Okay, that's cool. You're okay.
You're okay.
For now.
For now, yeah. I mean, it's better than dying.
So
I don't even know what kind of character I'd make next, I'll be honest.
We can't have you die, like, the second episode before the end. Like, this is not happening.
Is next week the last episode?
Yeah, next week is actually yeah, finale week. Yeah. Peace. Shit.
I know.
Yeah. So let's move Haley down back to Jillian's spot. There we go. That's nice. So Coraline is unconscious. You are in this room with these many levers, 3 levers on it. But as you guys kind of turn to get a proper look at this room, I'm going to say Coraline comes conscious at this point because I'm just such a nice guy. Or you can use your nat 20 to come up as well, actually. But fuck him. No, you can save that for a more cool occasion.
I'd like to save that.
Yeah, you're going to need that here. Because you guys turn and see that there are 2 men in this room that have been silently watching you this whole time. They are barring a passage, a staircase which leads upwards, this grand staircase which leads upwards, which you can only assume would lead to the Ice Kingdom, because there is this kind of like frosty ice coming from the chamber above, leading downwards to where it gets warmer down here. And these 2 men look like they are not alive, and yet at the same time are animated with life. The same blue fire which animated the skull which Leanna used, and the same energy which fuels the Frost Guard. You recognize, well, you don't recognize these 2, but you suspect these 2 to be the brothers. I think the Lab Chimp donates £12, depending on how well the players RP the next roll. 1 times nat 20 or 1 times nat 1. DM discretion on RP ability for each of the 4 left. Okay.
Oh
A test of RP we will have. Thank you, Lab Chimp, for that. All right. So there we go. All right. So you see these 2 before you, and they are wielding glaives, each and every one of them. It's time to roll initiative. Let's do it.
No.
Yay!
No.
Yes.
I don't like
damn
going
it, I rolled a
first.
nat
Okay,
1.
thank God.
Oh.
Yeah, go you.
It's a young girl.
God damn it.
Let's get them. I'll remind you guys as well, if you haven't followed yet, hit that follow button and join us. We're just 3 follows away from another viewer decision where you guys get to decide what happens next. At the same time, of course, we'll bring in this last piece of viewer decision here from the previous one, and as this happens, suddenly someone appears in the room. It is Belinda. She's covered all in blue, and she turns all of your armor and weapons to blue colors and then disappears in a giggle.
They already were.
Belinda, it's a darker blue. It's a deeper blue. It's like another shade of blue on top of blue.
Oh my God.
It's blue on blue, baby.
So much for your theory, Barry.
Still might be true.
Baby girl, I'm blue. So Liz, what did you roll?
I got a 21.
21. Leanna, what did you roll?
She's gone.
She's dead. I forgot about that. Coraline,
She's dead.
she's there in my heart. She's real to me, okay?
18.
18 from Coraline. Raina?
Me? Oh god, I rolled a nat 1, but I have a 5. So.
Okay.
What's funny is that your roll's better than Barry's, even though you had a nat 1.
Yeah. That is funny. Yeah, original one of 4. There you go. Paid a sergeant stateside for following a gentleman and a scholar. Welcome to the adventure, my friend. Fan-fucking-tastic. So, that's perfect. Done already. And I'll roll for these guys as well. Dabba-dee-dabba-dabba-dabba-dee-dabba-da. A 10. Fantastic. So, the total order goes Liz, Coraline, the brothers Grimm, Raina, and Reginald. Everyone gets a blue job. So, Liz, it's your turn.
She blew us.
She really
So I.
blew you guys off.
Are they pretty buff looking?
Yeah, they are. They appear to be kind of these guys hot. Yeah, they appear to be like undead and look at almost skeletal state themselves. But they have glaives on them which glow with this blue magical energy as well. They might have been the ones behind those hands in the walls there.
Okay. So I go into a rage and I attack them with my magical longsword, and then does a 16 hit?
All right. Yeah. A 16 is a hit.
And that is an 11 damage because I'm raging.
Nice, 11 damage. Fantastic. Okay. So we're gonna have brother Slim and brother Fat. We're gonna have a big one and a small one.
Is it PH or F?
Absolutely fat. Yes.
Does the slim one look kind of shady?
Nah, you're not sure if he's like the real. You're not sure if he's the real deal or not, but yeah, he definitely does.
Is he standing?
He currently is, so that would that is suspicious to you.
He is the real Slim Shady.
Oh man! All right.
Confirmed.
So Liz, you deal 11 to brother. Which brother do you want to hit?
Slim Shady.
Okay, cool. So you do brother Slim. Fantastic. How do you want to do that? How do you want to hit him?
So I kind of rush him, and then I try to aim for like his side.
Okay, cool. Coraline, what would you like to do?
So I have a question.
Yes.
Can I use my nat 20 to persuade them to kill each other?
You could certainly try.
So a nat 20 would not guarantee them
Not
to kill each
guaranteed
other.
success, no.
Okay. No, we'll save that.
Yeah, I mean, it's like something that would be so kind of. I mean, if you could like trick them with magic to do it, then you could roll a nat 20 on that spell. But yeah, just saying, kill that guy.
Well, no, I do have the spell of suggestion.
Okay. What exactly does a suggestion do?
You suggest a course of activity limited to a sentence or two and magically influence a creature you can see within range that hear and understand you. Creatures that can't be charmed are immune to this effect. But I can basically like tell them what to do.
Yeah, the suggestion must be worded in such a manner as to make the course of action sound reasonable. Asking the creature to stab itself, throw itself on a spear, immolate itself, or do something obviously harmful act end the spell. So, we'll say on your... I say on a nat 20 that you can make him hurt his brother. You could suggest that he attack his brother, and that can control him for, that turn.
Okay.
Okay.
I want to do that.
Okay. So, yeah, using your natural 20, what do you say to either Brother Slim or Brother Fat?
I want Fat to attack Slim, and I want to tell him. Well, chat says suggestion wouldn't work.
Don't listen to chat.
Okay. Okay.
It's all good. Don't worry. You're nat 20ing it. We don't read rules in this game.
Okay. I'm sorry, I'm trying to think of like how to word it to make it reasonable.
In a
We
reasonable way.
stole your trees.
He's the cool brother.
Your brother is a traitor and a liar. Are you gonna take that? I don't know.
Alright, sure.
I don't know.
Yeah, that works. Yeah, you can take Labtrim's natural 20 for that one. So he's gonna fuck with his friend on his turn here. So Brother Fat is gonna attack Brother Slim on a 22, which is a hit, which deals a total of 12 damage to Slim. Nice, poor guy. He just like hacks at him, and then like the madness goes from his eyes. Slim kind of gives him this like, what the fuck are you doing kind of look, and almost goes to swing at him, but instead is going to swing at Liz instead.
Come at me, bro.
Liz, a 22 versus your armor class,
Yeah, it hits.
followed by a natural 20.
Natural 20 in what? Oh, for both of them hitting me?
Yeah, 2 attacks. Actually,
Oh, yeah.
they're both from Brother Slim. He attacks twice with his glaive.
Yeah.
So it was 9 plus 23 damage
Oh
to
my
you.
god.
Wait, what?
Yeah. The second one's in
Wait,
that 20, so he rolls twice. Double dice.
23 damage?
23 plus 9 is 32.
I am down.
Okay.
I don't think we were prepared for this boss fight.
Yeah. So Liz
Cool.
goes down by this from this guy. All right.
Damn.
Raina, it is your turn. You see your friend Liz go down.
Wait a second. If his weapon drew blood on her, does that mean it's not real?
Yeah.
And
Oh.
Yeah, I guess it's not real. So it dissipates, and he's left with just fighting it with his fists. His glaive is just kind of just disappears, breaks before his eyes. I guess.
So the second attack wouldn't have happened, right?
Nah, she takes
No.
it. Raina, it's your turn.
I'm just,
We'll have a try
I'm just- do I go and save Liz, or do I shoot him in the eye?
That will save Liz.
I mean, he's had some tough hits, so focus
You can
on
probably,
one.
if you hit Slim, you can probably take him out, and then we only have one to deal with.
Yeah,
All
he's
right,
been
let's-
taking some damage.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's hit him in the eye. Because that's how you kill things.
Hit him in the eye!
He'll shoot you.
Ah, shit, that doesn't hit him in the eye.
It hits him in his
Christ,
big
that's
toe.
terrible.
Okay, yeah, it's not a hit.
Actually horrible.
Nice.
Oh, I should have saved Liz.
Reginald,
Yeah.
can you do anything?
Come on.
Oh,
Let
can
me do
I?
something.
Is it my turn?
It is Reginald's turn.
A magic missile Slim.
Take that, Slim Shady.
Does a 5 kill him?
No.
Okay, well then
That
he's gonna
doesn't
get.
sound very like reassuring that we're a
Then,
good.
then he's gonna get also a 2. Does that kill him?
No, unfortunately not.
All right, there's one more coming. Hold on.
Max damage, max damage.
3.
He's still standing. Bay looks wounded. Very wounded.
That's my turn.
All right, it's the top of round 2, and Liz, it is your turn. Yeah. So Liz, you tell me what's running through Liz's head at this point. She's like in a weird state of unconsciousness, but going down, and she feels she might be dying, and I don't know, maybe she feels like she's going to meet Kerith or something.
Yeah.
And
So,
Tira.
like, part of me is kind of, like, still obviously wants to fight on because I have all these people that depend on me because I'm OP as fuck. And, and so, but I feel like I have nothing to live for in a way because I'm somewhat dead inside, but I kind of did try to make this whole, like, or fake this thing that I was okay or that I was getting better.
Yeah.
So I do my best to just kind of like fight out this battle.
Okay. Yeah. I got to give you the nat 20 from Lab Chimp on this one to get to use. So, Liz, your eyes kind of like burst open. You see that before you is this being the slimmer guy with the glaive standing above you, and he looks very wounded by Reginald's assault.
Yeah. So can I re-rage even if I'm?
I think
Yeah.
you can bonus action. I think you've got a certain amount of uses depending on level. So yeah, you have more than one use.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm still raging, and I hit him with my long sword of fanciness and fire, and I don't know if that hits.
A 13. Let me go see here. 13 is a hit on this guy. You see that he's been like stumbled back by Reginald's magical damage, so he's not really ready. You're taking him unprepared.
Yeah. Okay. So he takes 7, 8, 9. He takes 9 damage.
Nice.
Of
Ooh. Okay. How do you kill this guy?
So, with my super fancy sword of fire, I just kind of like I try to kind of, you know, those things in like Japanese movies or like animes when they're just like choo 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 choo,
Mm-hmm.
and then like their face just kind of like splits in like different ways. That's how he's gonna die.
Nice. So, Liz, as you kind of you just slash at him with the longsword, you see him like tearing apart, and you see that the brother next to him as well is just kind of watching him as he dies. And you kind of like rip out the kind of fiery energy from within, Power Ranger style. But as you do so, he just like grabs onto your throat, and he's got you kind of like locked in, and you can tell that he's like dying. But the kind of cold energy from around his hand is like pulling him down, putting you down with him. Essentially, he's just got his hand over your face, sucking the life force out of you.
Mm-hmm. So am I up in the air or just like getting pulled down?
I imagine getting pulled down at this point from the air. Yeah.
But my hands are still free, right?
Yeah.
With my sword?
Yeah. Huh?
Okay. So at this point, I look at him, and then I look at my friends, and then I just kind of give my friends a whole it was awesome being here. And then I look back at this guy.
Yeah.
and then I say to him, "Not by your hands," and then I just like kill myself.
Nice.
Your faces.
So you run yourself through on the sword, and Liz just kind of dies on top of this guy as he dies too. The two of them passing together, and you see her just collapse onto him as her blood pools.
So beautiful. I don't have a cold. It's real tears.
Yeah. And her blood pools on top of
No, not accepting this. No, what?
Brother Slim.
What?
It is Coraline's turn.
Don't cry.
I'm sorry.
No! I haven't reached the grief stage yet. What the fuck? No!
I can't stop it.
No!
I'm like stress laughing.
Barry's just like.
Yeah, you see her blood like pulling onto the body of the slimmer brother. He's definitely dead, but so is she. She's run herself through on her sword.
Oh my god.
I can't.
Caroline, you can take your nat 20 for good roleplay. I mean, you're crying, so.
Shivers.
Gosh, girl, those acting skills.
Mm-hmm.
I'm legitimately crying now.
Hey, roll guy.
Out of like I guess desperation, I'm.
You know this isn't the last episode, right, Liz?
And I'm not gonna be here next week.
Oh, so that's why you did it.
Okay,
Yeah,
that
she's
makes sense.
She's not gonna be here next week, guys.
Sorry.
Oh my god, no.
Oops.
How close are all of us to fat? I guess.
15 feet.
Okay.
Can I rage shoot him in the face?
It's too much for a beginner game on a Monday. Hey, I received a DM. Hey, so can you kill me?
I'm gonna do shatter towards fat, brother fat.
Alright. Brother fat.
Maybe.
Fat boy slim.
Oh, that's why it brought the level thing, and I didn't realize.
Oh.
Welcome to my magic missile world.
I was like, it'll eventually cast.
Every time I cast it.
He rolled a 12, so he fails, taking 13 damage. Nice.
My heart's racing.
It's his turn, so he's going to attack Coraline back on a 20 versus your armor class.
Oh no, yeah. Fuck, I never healed.
You take 11 damage.
I'm
You're
down.
down 2.
Coraline
I'm
goes
I
down.
had 1. I never healed. But it would have hurt me anyway.
Yeah.
I had 11 max health, so.
Raina, it's your turn. This guy looks wounded. But so do your friends.
What to do?
I give you a clue. He's got eyes.
Roleplay.
Shoot him in the face.
Shoot him in the
Roleplay.
face.
I'm gonna
This
take
is for my
friends.
friends.
Yeah. What do you say to this guy as you go shoot him?
Wait, you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't hit him yet, have I?
No. But
Roleplay,
what,
though.
as you go to like shoot him, what is there something that you say? You scream out.
Oh, okay. You bitch! What do you think you're doing? Bitch! Come fucking through!
That 20. You bitch. Nice. So yeah, we'll treat that as Lapchin's nat 20. You bitch. So you can roll this as if it were a critical hit.
Oh, okay. Hey.
So you can roll an additional 1d8.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Fuck your eyes. Oh shit! That is the exact amount of damage needed to kill him. Dead on the
Die,
money.
you
If he had rolled any lower, he would have been able to do it.
You
How do you-
bitch!
How do you kill him?
Pretty eyes!
Pretty.
I've notched like 2 arrows on my bow, and I'm just like,
Hit him in
Yeah.
both the eyes.
yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, you you just straight through the eyes, and he falls down dead on the floor. But that being said, Coraline's down on the floor, and Liz is dead with a sword through her over one of the other brothers. The entranceway,
crying again.
Don't
the
cry.
entranceway to the palace of the Winter Queen lies before you. But Liz is definitely down. We can pick up Coraline at this point.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick her up and be like, you'll be okay now. I killed
You're not healing me, you're just lifting me up.
Yeah.
Barry, you do the healing as we walk.
So yeah,
So we're
Coraline.
just gonna leave her? Well, I'm unconscious, so I can't say anything.
What
I
do we
mean,
do?
Coraline, you
We
can come back
you
to
have here first, and then we come back for Liz as a party.
Liana.
Take
You know,
myself.
Liana will heal you, Coraline, so you can come back to consciousness.
Oh, okay. Okay, right, now we can carry her. Okay.
I think we need to stop and rest anyways before we go any further. Like, I'm almost dead.
We're gonna have a flippin' funeral, for God's sake. We're gonna sit there and cry.
I'm alive enough to like cry at her body. I'm just like,
Yeah.
but you can be with Kira and Kira now. Loot my body. I'm in too much emotional stress.
Reginald, you loot the body.
He has a habit for that.
We can't do it right now.
Okay, what do I find when I go through Liz's
I'm gonna smack him
possessions?
away. I'm not gonna let him loot her body. I'm smacking him.
I'm at least taking the flaming longsword.
No.
Or my health potions.
Yeah.
She doesn't need them anymore.
And my flu powder of death that I never got to use.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Shit.
I am upset.
Oh, piss.
How many health potions did you have?
I have 5.
Jesus.
Taking inventory as we count the dead woman's possessions.
So you grab up a bit. So we can do the exact over the next session.
At least Haley's not the only one of characters.
You've got Liz's body there. Is there anything you want to say? Anything you want to do with Liz's body? Do you want to just leave her there?
We're gonna cremate her and then spread her ashes on the wind.
Yeah, we're gonna like make her like look nice and clean her up a little bit and pull the
Like,
sword
you
out of
would
her.
care if it tear it out.
I guess I'll play my lute as like a memorial kind of thing.
Sure. Sad song.
We're
Yeah.
just all gonna
Yeah.
cry.
My
Does anyone,
heart.
Does anyone say anything as you're like begin to burn the body?
She was our only hope. We're so screwed.
That's so accurate. I feel like that's genuinely accurate.
It's true.
Fucked. She was my best friend. We've been together for a long time, and then Tira died, and now all I have left is Reginald.
That's so sad.
It's so fucking sad.
Cries anime tears.
Coraline's just all right. Guess we're not friends.
No, you are my friend, but I'd known Liz longer,
I understand.
and I was asleep when you came about anyway, so
It's okay.
I just like Liz.
So yeah, Liz's body is burnt and her ashes are spread to the winds as
Go
you
be
guys.
with Kareth now. And Tira.
Yeah, you see off her
Go
soul.
be with Bay.
Yeah, as she leaves to go and meet her maker and go be with her past companions, and yeah, the group of you see the ashes spreading, and you see the staircase leading upwards to the final encounter that you guys have left, which is of course the Fey Queen. But for today, that is where we're going to be wrapping up tonight's episode of the Beginner's Play, Dungeons and Dragons.
Dun dun dun.
And what a solemn, sobering moment that has been. But it is, of course, because Anna, rather, can't be with us next week for the finale of the season. And I'm very, very proud to announce that Liz, not Liz, her name is Anna, fuck well. There are real people in this world. There are real people. Anna is, I guess, graduating from the Beginner's Play game for next season and going on to another show. So, whilst we won't have Anna back next season for the Beginner's Play, she'll be playing some other games with us as well. Anna, I think it's a good time to kind of go to you and tell us your thoughts. Did you enjoy playing Liz? What was the...
I loved playing Liz.
Good.
Yeah. She was, I feel like a badass. She cared for people, you know, as like a barbarian, kind of like, well, I don't know. But she learned to love people. She was very sassy. And, I don't know, she just liked fucking shit up and helping her friends.
Yeah. And of course, sadly, our group won't all be together next season. We're splitting up, getting new beginners in, and new games happening and stuff like that. If you want to say the rest of the cast as well, because we won't be able to say our fond farewells properly next week, then now's a good time, both as a character and as a player, to say bye for a little bit.
Well, it was awesome playing with you guys. And you guys are awesome. And, like, we're still gonna be in contact online and stuff.
Yeah, we can play Dota.
Yeah, we could just play Dota.
The pro. Yeah.
If you guys want to play Dota with us.
Then you know where to
come
find
join
us.
us. We're pro.
Absolutely.
Oh,
I forgot to install it.
God damn it, Haley.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, fantastic stuff. Anna, you've been fantastic to have on the show. Liz has been great, and yeah, next week won't be the same. And I'm looking forward to our next games though. So we'll still see Anna on the show and whatnot. But it'll
And
be
thanks to everybody in the chat, too. Like,
yeah,
I
fantastic.
see like, so many people that just come back every Monday. You guys are amazing.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
chat. You tried to kill us, and she killed herself. So screw you.
One in the end.
Today.
The only real victory. Yeah. And Anna, where can we find you online as well?
Online, you can find me on Twitch as Cyborg Pizza. I'll say something in the chat. And also on Instagram and Twitter as Anna B Photo.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And of course, if you guys enjoyed today's show as well, make sure you hit that follow button and join us here at Encounter Roleplay, 6 days a week of Dungeons & Dragons and other role-playing games. We're about to dive into our next show as well, of course, which is Numenera, Age of the Awoken, and it's going to be a good game here. Another 3 hours of role-playing coming up in just a few seconds, but let's quickly whip and wrap ourselves around the next cast members in this moment here. So, Haley, yourself, did you enjoy today's show? Where can we find you online? All that good stuff.
Yes and no. I thought I was gonna die again.
Yeah. It was close.
For like the 3rd episode this season.
I gave it my best shot. Okay, I tried.
I legitimately thought like I would be crushed. I was waiting for like one of the levers to kill me, and I was just like, did he think ahead of time like what these levers would do, or he purposely is like killing me so he can kill me later?
Level 1 was bad.
Okay. Liz dying was sad. It was purposeful, but we were totally not going to win that boss fight next time. She is our strength. There is no way.
We got Scrappy Doo now.
You got Scrappy Doo now, guys.
Definitely Scrappy Doo. But I had a great time for the most part. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, yada yada yada, as the Great Haley.
Yes. Yes.
Beth.
I'm still filled with emotion and my heart's still racing, so I can't think straight.
Oh, that's all right. Reginald for yourself, or Barry, whichever one you really are.
Oh, I'm all of the above. That was a really messed up episode. But yeah, you can find me online. It's not the Barry Von Awesome. Haley, get out of my head. Just Barry Von Awesome.
The Great Barry Von Awesome.
The Great Barry Von Awesome. If we got married, is that what my name would be?
Weird.
I take your title.
Let's linger on that
take my
one.
title, or I'd be Haley Von Awesome. It's whatever way you want to do it. The Great Haley Von Awesome.
Well, we'll work that out offline.
Wow.
We'll announce it next episode.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
finale.
Stay tuned, everybody. I'm on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Snapchat.
Fantastic.
Very Von Awesome.
Fan-fucking-tastic. And last but not least, Sophie.
Hello.
Hello.
I have mixed feelings.
Good.
I am dead inside.
Good.
Yeah, that was quite sad. That was quite sad. But yeah, I really enjoyed it still. I'm gonna miss playing with you so much, Anna.
I'll miss you guys too.
Oh my god. Yeah, so you can find me at Sophie May on Twitch. I've been kind of taking a break from that lately though, cause exams.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I'm also on Twitter at the same name. There you
Fantastic.
go, that's about it for me.
Fan-fucking-tastic. Yeah, well, we're back next week for the finale of the Beginners Play Dungeons and Dragons. It's going to be an exciting one. I plan on streaming as usual. I don't take holidays, so yeah. But yeah, we're going to be heading into our next game, Numenera Age of the Awoken, where all crazy shit is about to go down here as well. We'll be back next week with these guys, of course, for more stuff, but we won't be seeing Anna next week, but she'll be back on another new show coming our way pretty soon. Exclusive still to come in the next season of shows, which starts not next week, but the week after that. So, until then, guys, farewell, Beginners Play, or should I say experts now at this point, you guys. And until next time, try to roll too many nat ones. Want to be laughing and killing you. What do you do? Or killing yourselves.